What's going on, everyone? Happy Friday. Welcome to the Collectors Club. I'm your host, John, the Everyday Collector. Episode 127 you're walking into. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Lots to talk about. Hope everyone had a great week. Problems at the door. That's where we leave them. Ice, what's going on, man? How was your week? Any plans for the weekend?
It was good, man. It was good. Just getting home from work. After we get off live, I'm gonna pack up my clothes, man. I'm gonna take my son to see his grandparents. So that's what I got on the agenda for this weekend, man.
Oh,
but,
where are they from?
Oh, we from Gulfport, Mississippi, man. So like 2 hours away.
Oh, 2 hours? Okay, not bad.
Yeah,
not bad. That'll be good for him to reunite with the family for sure. Glad you could make it.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Kenzilla, happy Friday, man. What's going on? Thanks for representing as always. Nice shirt. How's it going?
Good. Got an anniversary this weekend. 34 years married.
34 years. I'll drink to that. Toast.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
Man. Thanks, man.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, 34 years and been with her total of 42. Met her in high school, so it's been a long time.
Wow. That's awesome.
She's a lucky girl.
Yeah. Any fun plans going away anywhere, or just going to stay local?
We're going to try to sneak away for a little bit, but it's so tough because I just got a busy weekend ahead. But we still might try to do something. Thinking about going up to Hershey Park or someplace just to stay overnight, but we'll see.
Sneak away like the high school days, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, man. Ken, always good to see you. Thanks for hopping on.
John, appreciate it.
D-Rock, how you doing, man? Happy Friday.
Oh, you know, man, it's a Friday. I'm here. I'm ready for the weekend, and I'm feeling pretty good.
Heck yeah.
Ready to see what's going on. I feel like a lot of people ordered a Superman this week. I heard something about that.
So much.
I heard
literally
something about
up to the show minute. It's prepping stuff.
I'm sure.
Wow.
It'll be interesting to hear about it because it's not one I was really following. So it'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
Heck yeah. Glad you can make it. Jerry, happy Friday, man. What's going on with you?
Happy Friday. Happy to be here. Looking forward to seeing the news. I really haven't paying attention too much.
Tons of stuff. D23 is going on, apparently.
Yeah, I think that's right now.
Stuff. Yeah. Iron Studios is there unveiling some. One that touched my heart. We'll talk about it after. But glad you can make it. Bill, happy Friday to you. What's going on, man? That's it.
Oh, just
Puerto Rican flag on the hat. You love to see. No.
Hey, don't mess with Texas.
If you know, you don't know. But glad you can make it. What's going on? Any plans for the weekend?
Just right now, I'm getting ready to unbox this stuff. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Looking forward to seeing it. Sideshow Red SONJA. We're gonna take a look at and see how that goes. If it lives up to the hype. Well, glad you can stop by, and yeah, we're gonna get that started as soon as we can. So hang tight. Look, Johnny's excited. Look at that smile. Johnny, happy Friday. Johnny, what's going on, Johnny?
Nothing, man. Just living life, appreciating every moment I can.
That's it, and that's what it's about.
Yes, sir.
And glad, thanks for making it.
Well,
good to see you.
Well,
I know
damn, that's
it. That's it. What are you doing? What's the plan for the weekend? I don't know. I don't know how to follow that up, man.
Damn. I'm gonna read a book. Like, I'm seriously, I'm gonna read a book this weekend. But...
Oh yeah, Berserk.
That too, yeah, that too.
John's obsessed.
And finish The Sopranos. Keep watching The Sopranos.
Yeah, man, I'm on season 4 now. Yeah.
Season 4 already? Holy Mac. You're on what, season 2 on Monday? Holy. Good. Well, when you're watching a quality show, you know, it's you gotta overindulge.
Game of Thrones.
That one I haven't got into.
Game of Thrones?
I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Bro.
Wow.
Really?
That explains a lot.
Must watch here, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Song of Ice and Fire, man.
I have been watching a ton of Blippi, and anyone who has kids will know who Blippi is, and I don't even want to turn a TV. Don't even want to turn a TV. Not Bluey. Bluey's good. but right now it's the
Is that
Blippy
like the-
phase.
Is that
What a
the
disappointment.
Canadian knockoff or what?
I was so proud. We were doing Toy Story, and we graduated from Toy Story, and we went into Jurassic Park. Oh boy, and that was exciting. Then we got into Cars, and now this stupid Blippy. Oh,
Damn, man.
you know
Yeah,
Ice who Blippy is?
Oh god.
I do not, man. I'm
You
glad
don't?
I
Okay,
don't.
good. Don't even mention it in the house.
I googled him.
Just
He
sound
looks,
bad.
he
It's
looks
some
annoying.
stupid adult, acts like a complete clown. I can't stand it. I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, Buck. Well, first off, Johnny, great to have you. Thanks for stopping by. And Jojo says, "Blippy, is that a Canadian superhero?" No. Buck, good to have you. Happy Friday. Happy birthday this week.
Thanks,
Hope
man.
you,
Hey,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday,
Happy birthday,
man.
Buck.
hope you had
Thanks
a
for
happy
having
one.
me, man.
Great
Yeah,
celebration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good. It was good. The ending was a bit bad because I watched Deadpool and Wolverine, but
Wow.
we
That bad.
rallied
You didn't
back.
enjoy it, eh? Okay.
I slept. I actually fell asleep.
So did I. So it's fine. But you fell asleep in the theater?
Yeah.
Oh no, I fell
Don't
asleep on
blame
my
you.
couch. That's a different thing. Wow. That
I don't.
bad, eh?
I don't know. It wasn't bad. It was funny sometimes, but like I felt like I could do without it,
Sure.
But it wasn't a bad movie at all. It was just it was a movie about fan service. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Completely. That's what it was. Completely.
$1 billion. I think it's already at $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome for Marvel. I hope they
Yo.
can replicate that success going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was great for them. Now it's DC's turn. All right, let's see who's in the chat. Toy Mafia stopping by. What's going on? We got Whisper. Hey, Whisper. Theodore here. Happy Friday, guys.
What's up?
You're right. Soups is almost gone. Bats in the Belfry. What's going on, man? Great to have you. What's going on, Jim? Always good to see you. Carl. Happy Friday. What's going on, Mitchell? Tony, stay frosty. And Damiano, hope you're doing well as well. What's going on, guys? Peter. Happy Friday, Peter. We got Jojo in the house. And we also got Toy Mafia. Good to see you, Toy. Atticus as well. And can't forget about Slifer. What's going on, Slifer? Hope you're doing well.
Sly.
Slifer, no
Um,
slifing.
Just to mention, I wanted to give a shout out to Phoenix. He's going through a little bit of a tough time, so he's going to be on tonight. So I wanted to send him the thoughts and prayers and make sure everything's good with him.
Yeah. Oh man,
yeah.
absolutely.
Sending positive vibes to Phoenix. So yeah, so what went on? So much stuff went on. Before we get into news and all that, I know Bill is super pumped to get this red Sonya. Look at that smile. He's wearing. We gotta figure this out though. Batman, Texas, and Red Sonya. I feel like it's one of those games you gotta kind of put the picture together and.
Also had the Batmobile. Man.
And the Hot Toys Batmobile. It's
What a
like
legend.
a kid on Christmas.
This
Yeah.
is a good day for Puerto Ricans everywhere.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Jeez.
Hey.
Whenever you're ready, please
Oh,
take
Alright.
it away.
I don't know. I don't know if I accept that.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans don't like boots? Come on, man.
Ooh, Red Sonya.
This is
Nice.
the newest one. That pretty quick.
Bill, you're gonna make Buck so jealous.
Of this?
Yeah. Yep.
This one is the one that I'm not sure about. Like in that
Exactly.
I keep
You're gonna
thinking I
find
want
out
it
on the
and I
show.
don't know.
Yeah.
So what enticed you?
Bill, make him
to
want it, man.
cop this?
Make him want it. Enable, Bill.
Yeah,
Enable.
Bill, Johnny had a good question. What enticed you to pick this up?
I had reward points, and
That'll do it.
I wanted
Yeah,
the red
the-
zone.
Yeah,
I thought this just came out. You got this pretty quick, huh?
yeah, oh yeah.
That's why I asked, because I was like, man, that's like a real heat of the moment kind of buy. But
Yeah.
if you got points, then get it.
Bill wanted to study the effectiveness of bikini armor. We needed
Wow.
he needed a scale model.
Straps.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
And
Actually, Bill sent me some photos of the packaging. I'm going to show you afterwards. It's Prime One stepping it up with their packaging. Sorry, Sideshow's stepping up with their packaging. They're going the Prime One route. Even above
Prime One needs to start doing straps.
straps, yeah.
Yeah.
Going above Prime One, yep.
Primo uses the yellow tape.
Yellow tape.
Yeah. All Sideshow is missing is their printed logo on the strap, like XM, and that's it.
Sideshow had their printed logo on there. Oh, on the straps. On the straps, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
They had it on the styrofoam.
No, it's not on the straps. It's on the styrofoam.
No.
I thought Prime One did a couple pieces with straps. No.
Maybe
I don't recall.
it's very possible. I just can't think of it.
Someone unboxed something with straps in Prime One.
Is that a rip
not
in the styrofoam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing's broken in there.
Well, we're going to be positive.
Fuck.
and-
Enough with the negative waves, man.
Yeah, but
Negative waves.
Buck is back.
Because he's jealous, Bill.
Positive
Because he's
thought.
jealous.
oh,
Oh,
wow.
He's on his villain mode.
Wow.
It's gonna be one of those. It's like hard to pack back up.
Oh man,
wow.
paint smell. Gotta soak it in.
Buck's just Mr. Positivity tonight.
Hey, Buck's just letting him fly.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Bringing up the
Buck is
Lego.
back.
Not even
What?
latex.
Did they provide those, or did you already have those?
Johnny, this is Sideshow. They're improving their packaging. They're not going,
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
I'm kidding.
I would have never guessed Sideshow and straps.
Oh, it's starting. They did it. I think they did it with their Batman too. The Dark Knight Returns. There's a few they've done.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I can smell.
The new statue smell.
Atticus saying his Prime One egg came with clear tape. What's going on, Ledge?
Oh man, this is nice.
Great to see you.
Putting foam.
Yeah.
Should put this back.
Love the sound of that paper, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing better than this.
That's what they call a blippy. That's what the kids are saying these days.
What?
Savages. I like how he has just the Batmobile laying there, like, yeah, ready to go. But yeah,
Foam.
the turnaround time on this was fairly quick.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
see people getting that Sideshow Red Hulk already, and I got mine through Big Bad Toy Store because I had a bunch of dollars on there
Yeah,
to pay for it. But mine, like today, I'm seeing people getting it, and I look at mine. It says expected date February 2025. I'm like, man.
Yeah, Big Bad Toy Store is I think it's the slowest website I've ever used to order anything.
Crazy.
that looks really good.
That looks awesome.
Oh man, look at that skull. You all see that?
Right there where your thumb is there. Yeah.
Now I know
Oh,
why
yeah.
you're wearing gloves.
Jeez. With the underbase, the undercarriage. Wow, that base turned out really nice.
So, what is she fighting in this? That all this blood's from? Anybody
No.
know? Wow.
A dragon, a snake, or a serpent, or something.
I think you
2,000
can kind
years.
of just make up your own story about it.
It's a hell of a lot of blood, man. Whatever she's fighting.
Looks like a demon kind of thing. No, I don't know. Let me see if Sideshow put any verbatim on their site.
A bloodmancer. A bloodbender.
That's one thing that sold me about this piece was all the skulls.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
I didn't even know they had those.
She came to help Guts against Griffith.
Wow, that's so
Yeah,
good.
for real.
Y'all see that one?
yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
man. It's like a little Easter egg.
Yeah.
She
I
it
was
says
thinking-
all over the place. Like,
I wasn't gonna say it, but
Fine.
Slifer said it.
she says she leaps. She
Fighting
leaps
against
to
womanhood.
she leaps to slash at more unforeseen foes. The trail of blood behind her reveals the spirits of past victims screaming in agony. Her sword and body are splattered with carnage, but Red Sonja's eyes only see a rage-filled path to victory.
So nobody.
It's your imagination.
Gotcha.
This is from the storyline at Crimson Path. That's not true. I made that up.
Did I send Vega the?
No, you did it right. You don't need to send that.
No, I did send it to him. I guess he can't make it tonight. He says he wasn't sure if he can make it tonight. So
that's perfect.
So, Bill, where are you gonna display her?
if you're free,
my
Vega,
friend.
hop on. Oh, speak of the devil, look at
You say something, Joe?
that. Oh,
Jerry.
good timing.
What timing? What timing?
Somebody must have said his name 3 times.
I did. I heard my name. I heard. Well, someone said Puerto Rican at some point.
Slifer. Slifer says it's a dope piece, Bill. Congrats on picking her up. What's going on, Ross?
appreciate it,
Great
brother.
to see you. Great to see you, Ross. Hope you and the crew are doing well. Duck Rogers in the house. I come into the stream to a Tampax commercial. Monetization going wild. Into the...
For anybody who's getting her, just be real careful taking her out of the box because she's packed in their fight.
Oh, he's saying when he came into the stream, he got a commercial. That's crazy because I didn't even monetize the video. I didn't even know that they give you commercials if you don't.
John being sponsored by Tampon.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, that looks nice.
Oh, that actually does look nice.
Very delicate, this piece, though. Just take your time, no rush. Keesis, what's going on? Happy Friday to you, buddy.
Rush, Billy. We're timing you.
Oh, yeah.
They really got the anatomy down.
Oh yeah.
Another skull.
Mm.
Yeah, see that?
What's going on? We got Norman stopped by. Another birthday this week. Hope you had a great birthday, Norman. All the best to you this year.
Happy birthday, Norman.
Yeah, happy birthday.
I'm thinking she would pair good with the succubus, like she's in the succubus lair where all the blood is.
Okay,
I agree, D-Rod.
Hey, we got Paul in the house. What's going on, Paul? Great to see you. I hope you had a great week as well. I'm going to be teaming up with Paul, and we're going to be doing a giveaway soon as well. He donated to the channel, so hope you're doing well, Paul. Thanks for stopping
Blood
by, man.
splatter.
I'm curious if
Oh, okay.
Now, is that kind of dug into the skin where you can see it almost like it's applying the pressure into the skin?
Yes. No, but I was pointing at the blood splatter, not her.
Oh, yeah, that you can't see on the camera.
Oh, wow.
Buck, do you approve this
Anatomy.
sculpt of the body, the anatomy? Like you could see the rib cage, because I know that was something that you were you had mentioned with some other releases that we were looking at. I think it was the PCS. What was it?
Vampirella?
Vampirella, yeah.
yeah.
This seems
I
to
think
be.
there's aspects that are nice. It's like this is one of those sideshow pieces again where like they went really simple with the forms, not like stylistically, but everything is where it's supposed to be. But like they just omitted some like muscle structures in terms of it doesn't need to show. That's not what they're trying to do. It's very simplified.
Yeah.
Like how if you look at the J. Scott Campbell pieces, like you're not expecting to see huge muscle striations like peeking out on the piece, right? Because it's like a simple stylized piece. This is like partway there, and the part where they wanted to show some more info, like bridge the gap, was around the rib cage.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's important to me is the breasts have a nice natural look to them. Right?
I agree. I think that's a part that's done really well on this character. I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't nerf her. Um,
Yeah.
if I was to speculate, I would say the reason why that is because the property belongs to Dynamite. So, and they know what sells because their stories aren't too great recently.
Yeah.
But people keep buying
Oh,
because
look at
they,
that.
they,
Like
they
a
know
glove.
what their customers want.
That gave me That gave me a tingles. The way that key inserted there, so clean.
Yeah,
God
can't
damn.
even see the seam anymore.
This piece looks
Man.
pretty damn good.
Man,
Man, great to see you. Happy Friday.
See the
buddy.
hand?
Mhm.
You don't see the
Yeah,
hand?
I like that. That effect is cool.
man, I didn't even notice that. I have to say, ever since I think it's I know it's a cartoon. I forget the first name, but I know it's Flux that they did. That MTV.
Aeon Flux.
Yeah, Aeon Flux. Yes, I think obviously whoever's sculpting for Sideshow knows what they're doing, especially with the female anatomy. But this has to be like the second, like dynamic female statue, in my opinion, like ranking that they've done that looks really, really well, but has that extreme pose.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I like the extreme poses. I have that Spider-Man where he's on that one hand.
Mhm.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
It's my favorite one.
You can see what Bill is really into if you look at the posters in his room and the other statues. Vampirella by Archer, X-23, that Lady Death. It's a lot of cleavage and a lot of.
Gosh.
You see that? See that rogue with Gambit on the side peeking through?
That's cool.
What'd this piece go for, Bill?
650-ish?
Yeah, that's
It's not bad.
no, not bad. Not for what we're looking at. Goodness.
No.
But again, I had points, so it was.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right now.
I'll pull it up. I'm actually going to share the screen after we're done. I'll share all the info. What's
Maybe
going on,
620?
Ramo?
Well, damn, John. All right.
Great to see you, buddy. All two bomb to beat the Sox. Good day. I don't know what that is. Spaceball?
Yeah, Altuve's for the Houston Astros.
All right. What's going on?
Everyone's falling asleep.
Nice sculpted hand. Like, this my wife is like.
Bill, you have any plans to pick up more Dynamite girls?
No.
No?
Nope.
So why Lady Death and Red Sonja specifically?
Just enjoyed some of the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a casual reader. Not really a diehard fan. But
And it'll go nicely with that Lady Death there. Theodore saying this piece has some great assets. Sure. Well,
What's the sword made of?
Well, it's not metal. Come on.
Probably plastic.
it's not metal, but there's definitely like a metal rod in it. Kind of, there's something supporting it inside. I think.
there's some. You got some weight to it.
Yeah, there's a
think about
little
the-
bit of weight like right here.
I'll
Yeah.
be right back, guys. Give me 1 second.
What do you think about the blood like on the blade?
Looks great, man.
So seeing it in hand, does it look like it's not transparent, but more so they added like a clear coat on certain areas?
I mean, it's not supposed to be clear. I don't think. I mean, it's definitely. lighter and darker in certain areas.
Gotcha.
And here's like the hand.
I think you're right about the clear coat, Johnny.
Right. I'm gonna be honest. Beyond what the other day that Phoenix was saying that it looks like she was tripping over. I didn't do much research, but it looks great.
Be careful keying it in,
Oh,
such as back here.
seems Dilber is also part of the Thirsty crew. He paid for his last week, but still away from getting here. You should go to Puerto Rico, Dilber. They get their statues faster.
Oh man.
Wow.
Boy, teeth look good, huh?
Nice teeth, yeah, nice teeth. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the one thing I noticed from some photos is it seemed like her face, the tone was a little bit darker than the body. Are you seeing that in person?
Yes.
Okay.
It's definitely darker than her body.
Okay.
I was after two different places painting. I noticed some when I was at the statue con, the dark thing was like it from Weta. The head was way different, a different shade than the body. Seen that on a few pieces.
For Weta?
Well, I mean, it looks more like she's wearing makeup or something.
Makeup? Okay.
Weird, for like a medieval thing, but like up
Probably
here
not.
kind of matches.
Okay.
Like the neck.
The anatomy of the body looks fantastic.
God, look at those teeth, man.
Yeah, teeth look stunning. She still has her wisdom teeth too. Wow, she's a keeper.
Damn, John.
Ross saying, John, a lot of the Sydney crew ordered the Superman Hush. I noticed it's low stock already at Prime 1. Oh, well, congratulations to you guys. We're going to cover it and talk about it a little bit later. Yeah, that's a hot topic for sure.
Wow.
What's going on, Dilber? Good to see you. So even Dilber's asking, so how you liking it? Seeing it in person,
man,
unboxing it?
It's blowing me away. It's so much better in person.
She does look really nice.
Oh, there's kind of like this weird thing on her. You see that? There's this shine right here.
Yeah.
Like the hair strand is glossy, but the rest isn't.
Correct.
Does it have like a tin of blood?
No. Maybe they forgot to just like hit it with some matte spray before they glued it on.
That's what I'm thinking too. But
It's
I can
a
fix
separate
that.
piece.
It's a separate piece, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but there's like
You can that angle right there. You can see it perfectly.
Yeah.
You can see the shine
hairline
right there.
seam
Yeah.
right there.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Definitely something to take away and see if some of the other collectors had that with theirs. But overall, how's the base? How's the effect? The blood effect? People were worried about how the paint app was gonna be executed on that.
I think I like it.
Turned out nice.
I mean, it's not too shiny. It's a bit more matte, but it's definitely has that. There's lighter tones, darker tones. There's just so much more detail. Like every time you look at the base, you find a new detail about it. See, like there's a skull. I'm not sure what that is. Kind of looks like a fist almost. There's like another hand.
I think the paint app on the base looks good. Looks good to me.
Looks awesome, man.
Well, take a look. Like Slifer's saying, maybe even reach out to. Look at that skull right there. That's cool. Slifer's saying reach out to Sideshow. Maybe get a replacement for that portrait. We'll see. We'll compare it to some of the other ones that have been released.
I just looked at a few on Facebook. I'm not seeing the glossiness,
the gloss
on that front strands. So that was just like 2 or 3 people.
Depending on how much it bothers you, if you want to get it replaced, or at least contact them, maybe you could get some sort of restitution.
I can't look at her top because I just think of Ken, what he said.
Yeah, I'm looking at. This piece is well done.
Side
So
boob,
Bill,
like dragons.
Yeah.
So Bill, what would you rate this? I mean, I know this is a heat of the moment, but from first unboxing,
Just in and of itself, or against other pieces?
no, just I mean, all together, however you want to view it.
Out of 5.
What really gets me is the dynamic pose. Like I said, I like dynamic poses. I have that Spider-Man. I have a few other, like the Darth Maul. That's really a dynamic pose. So that's really what bumps it up for me in the base.
So she's a keeper. You'd recommend her to anybody interested in picking her up?
There's a seam line.
Oh boy.
I give it like an 8.5.
8.5. Where do you see a seam line?
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see on camera, but it's in person. You can see it.
You could see it right below the skulls. Go
There's
back.
like
Right. Yeah, you can see
There's
it
some
there.
paint difference between where she keys in and the actual base. It's a bit more shiny on the base. Same thing on the back too. I don't know if you can see it right there.
Okay.
And then right here.
Bill, would you say the face on it, that's the only criticism I had when I first saw this, that the face doesn't really have the detail that the rest of the statue has? It's hard to tell from camera, of course. But it looks smooth, almost like it doesn't have the same features as the body. It doesn't match. Like there's no wrinkles around. Like I'm thinking when someone has an expression like that with their eyebrows up and the way there's no natural lines or from someone's expression.
Correct. Like when she kind of, I mean, you would expect some lines, but there's not. It's
even around the eye, around the brows, and that's the only thing. It looked too smooth to me.
Dynamite has a good Botox plan.
I like the freckles.
Good, but
those are good.
I think you should try to get a replacement of that hair because that's bothering me now.
It's shiny,
unless it's that camera, but yeah.
No, it's like that in person.
Yeah.
DIY. Get like
yeah. I'm probably gonna fix it myself. But
get like a partial refund and then like fix it yourself.
The satin clear coat will take care of it.
You're good with that stuff, yeah. Because everything else looks good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my only concern with this piece was the portrait and the body, like the portrait and the paint application on it. Otherwise, the body looks great on this. So you're overall happy with it?
Oh yeah. She's a keeper.
Hell yeah.
Happy for you, Bill.
Appreciate it, man.
I don't think the prototype photos did the space justice at all. Seeing him unboxing it, seeing all the different forms that you can make out throughout it, I think it's pretty impressive.
I definitely agree, Vega. Yeah, that's what's really impressive in person. It's like each time you look at it, like you literally find out like there's another skull that I just see right now. I don't know if you can see that, but
oh yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know it had skulls.
The hands.
Yeah, another hand on the back. Is another
Kind of
hand
looks
on
like bones right here. But yeah,
So spin that to the back a little bit more. Or to the left. I think there's another hand right on the back. Which is very. Thought I seen one. About halfway up, looks like a hand on the very back. Right below
Yeah, I
that
think
skull.
it's a hole. It looks like it's almost making out a whole
Yeah.
skeleton.
Yeah.
You have the head right above it.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
oh, that's creepy. Look at that effect, man. It's like the blood's covering up the almost like skin or something.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, nice.
Screaming in agony.
Well, huge congrats, man. I'm gonna share the pictures you sent me in regards to the packaging.
Yeah, great price point too for that.
Yeah, congrats, Bill. It looks really good, man. In person,
Appreciate it.
like live.
So this was the box.
Today,
Yeah, you had just photographed that it got a little bit of damage on it, right?
Yeah.
But the
So like
highlight
the
was.
whole side is like caved in.
Mm-hmm. But the highlight you wanted to show off was the approach they took with the styrofoam, the corners, and protecting the top. Yeah.
Wow.
Well done.
First time I've seen that with Sideshow.
I've been seeing this now and then with some other pieces for a while now, but it just depends on the statue if they'll do this or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks. This is good. I know Prime One does this, and
Yeah.
I've gone pieces with smashed in boxes as well, and this always seems to work in protecting it. So, yeah.
But I think another reason why the box caves in is because there's nothing supporting it on the inside from the parts where like it's being smashed.
Yeah, the
So,
hollow.
Right.
So with Prime One, they actually slip styrofoam there
On the
in
side,
between on the sides too. Yeah, to ensure that there's, yeah. But good on Sideshow for taking that extra step, especially a piece like this that has all that extra like breakable material. That base seems to be intricate with fragile parts.
A friend of a viewer of the channel named Chuck is asking if the loincloth moves.
Wow.
I'm not even going to entertain that now.
Well, huge congrats, Bill. Glad you love her, and yeah, man. Thanks for unboxing on the channel. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid you're gonna need a heat gun for that, Chuck.
A heat gun?
Mm-hmm.
A heat gun for what?
To move the loincloth.
Jesus.
Little mirror.
Some boiling water. Wow. Mirrors.
So that's three straight statues. If you put the two Hulks together, all straps. Green Lantern, Hulk, SONJA.
Do they all have the black straps?
They've all had the black straps.
Okay, good.
I know that there was they did some straps in the recent past. I know like the Dark Knight Returns had straps, but then other things still had tape. So I'm hoping that we kind of just see this full on transition to the straps.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Straps are a game changer.
Oh, I'd ask this. Bill, was there like a Sideshow sticker on top? They don't do that with the straps, do they? They did. Was there?
Right, like on the box
on
or
the
on
actual strap?
Yeah, on the styrofoam, right? Where they put like the
Seal.
the
The
seal.
seal of approval, yeah.
Oh, nice.
All right, good stuff. Just so that if you guys are interested in ordering, here you go. $680, still available in stock. Edition size 2000. So she's in stock, and you saw it here. I want to give the details. Of course, the artists that worked on it: Steve Lord, Richard Luong, Chi Izuma, and then
It
You're the
is
Sideshow design and
Chie.
development team.
Chie Izuma.
Chie, hey, I'm done with pronunciation of names. What I read is how I interpret it. If it's wrong, my apologies. Chie Izuma. That's it.
Hachi.
Chi.
Gesundheit.
She's been doing a fantastic job on her projects. That Vampire's Lust, my goodness, which we'll get into.
She's the one who did it?
She's the one that did the paint app, I believe. Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
What's going on, AO? Great to see you. All right, let's keep on tugging away. Let's dive right into it. I want to try something tonight with you guys. This is just a concept, so I want to kind of like a little icebreaker before we get into the news because there's so much to talk about. This is where we left off with trivia. You got Buck at 5,500 points, Jerry with 2,400, D-Rock with 1,800, Phoenix with 600, and Vegas at 500. And then you have our live chat. So do a new little game here.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Jerry, I'm gone for how many weeks and you couldn't catch up?
We never played any.
Man, I guess that's your excuse, Jerry.
We haven't played any.
I'm not gonna justify an answer.
Is this all Puerto Rico has to bring to the everyday collector chat?
Why are you bringing Puerto Rico into this?
I'm only half.
We got 3 Puerto Ricans in here tonight.
Wait, you're half Puerto Rican?
Who, me? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I might have been 1% nicer to your ass, but
Damn, Buck, you're gonna bring Jerry and Vega together.
I don't want it.
The rules in
I don't want it. Give it away.
Keep your friendship.
So much for the. Thank God you guys aren't part of the Olympics. Nice for sportsmanships. Fantastic here.
What's up, Dennis? That's a true Puerto Rican right
what's
there.
What's going on, Dennis? That's 100% Puerto Rican. What's going on, Dennis? Okay, so new little game. In 1 minute, this is how it's gonna work. I'm gonna show you a picture. You tell me the first word that came to my mind when I saw this picture.
Your mind?
It came to your mind?
My mind.
Oh wow!
Just because I gotta sit out. So the first picture that came to my mind. You tell me what it's gonna be. I'm gonna start it at 11:48. So 1 minute. And then whoever gets it right is going to get 1,000 points. Sorry, the baby monitor is going off, so it's like I got to do 2 things at once here. 1,000 points added here. Because this is a little hard. This is going to be hard. You got 2 minutes. It's for the chat. It's for the panel as well. So whoever gets it first, just scream them out. The first word that came to my mind when I saw the statue.
Scream.
Okay, we're gonna postpone it for 1 second because I gotta do a bottle real quick. That
was fucking blue balls.
We built the anticipation. Hold on, let me see. Hold on.
Greatest anticlimax in all the streaming history.
Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go quick. Talk about something. I don't care. Here, talk about your rivalry. I don't know. Hold on. Let me pull up a picture or something.
Pull up a fucking picture, please.
How many times have you been to Puerto Rico, Jerry?
That's it.
Once.
How about you, Vega?
No, I've never been.
Wow.
Hey, shoot it for a second. I'll be right back.
No, it's crazy. Being half Puerto Rican, I'm more Puerto Rican than Vega.
Now this is a true test. Or how many times have you been there, Bill?
I'm not Puerto Rican.
Texas, Puerto Rico, star, red, blue, white, same deal.
Same shit.
The flags are pretty much the same.
Don't listen to him, Bill.
I think there could be a new union between Puerto Rico and Texas. You guys could take over the U.S. if you come together.
It's all right. I know Johnny has my back, so.
Johnny, where are you
Bill
from?
is the most Irish-looking fucking Puerto Rican I've ever seen.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Terrible.
He has a big old pint with his arroz con gandules.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm a third Irish, and the rest is pretty much all
It's
Western
white. We
European.
know it. Okay. It's white.
Well,
He got some Mexican in him. There's
Scandinavian.
enough of them in Texas.
I was gonna say, being in Texas, he better.
There's a little bit of Native American in there.
No, you're on
Yeah.
par. I got German, Irish, and American Indian.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, everyone else, let's go. Fucking 23 and me. Come on.
We got
I ate some-
.com, whatever the fuck you need.
I ate some chorizo yesterday. What does that make me?
That means you got some gas in you, buddy.
Makes you a dangerous man.
Mm-hmm. No long car rides with me.
Oh gosh.
So Ken, 34 years, huh?
Yeah, 34 years.
Wow.
What happened for
It's older than
34
me.
years? Your ass ain't 34 years old, so I know it's something else.
Oh my gosh.
Anniversary.
Oh yeah, he missed it.
It was
Yeah.
what?
Anniversary.
Oh, anniversary?
Yeah,
Shit. Go you, Ken.
yeah.
34 years? You got some level of patience, man.
Well, she-
I can't keep anything for like 3 years. So good
we
for you.
met in high school, so we've been together 42 years and married 34.
Oh,
Long time.
So what's the secret? What's the secret sauce to it all?
Just treating each other with respect. I mean, you gotta be patient and understand it's a team. Like she's a great partner just outside of being married. I mean, we just divide and conquer everything. That's how it's always been. I don't try to take over. She doesn't try to take over. We're good at. She takes care of bills and financing, and I do all the other things outside of that. And it just works.
That's good.
very, very elegantly said.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
I used to
gents.
work with a couple that literally was like WWE versus SmackDown, like almost every other day. So that's refreshing that you have a relationship like that.
I mean, like any marriage, you've been through ups and downs, but marriage is a compromise, man. You have to both do it for it to be successful.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That was daddy duty for you. That's what happens when you gotta mix the two.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. Yeah. So some people asking. So this is gonna be for the chat and for the panel. The first word that came to my mind, just as a test, just to have some fun. Let's see if it builds up momentum. We'll keep on doing them and play around with it and tweak it. But this was an idea I thought about with Mark B, like a while back, and kind of tweaked it. So let's run with it. In 1 minute, I'm going to show you the picture. You have 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. I didn't time it, so.
So we just freely shouting shit?
Freely shout it out. Everyone in the chat, type out what you think. The one word that came to my mind.
I'm about to say some.
It's hard. Shit. It's hard. So I'll give you a hint. The hint. Listen. The hint. First of all, clean. Nothing like disrespectful, because that's not what we do. But nothing like too crazy. But the hint is going to be it's an adjective. That's the only hint you get. One word.
What?
It's an adjective.
Adjective. Okay.
And for the chat, just type away your guesses. See who gets it. I'm starting at.
Just remember, everybody. John watches a lot of Toy Story and Jurassic Park. So,
is it an English?
Don't ask me a question. It's
adjective?
only English. Here we go.
Or a Canadian adjective.
From the left, from the white line, the left. Those are the two pictures you're looking at. What's the first word?
What the
Sexy.
fuck is on the right?
I said holy.
I'll tell you when you get it right. You have 2 minutes.
Can we keep saying it?
How about good Lord?
No. Keep saying it.
Lordy.
Yeah.
Lordy.
Homina.
Oh, was it this one?
Adjectives.
You guys suck.
Adjectives.
That's the problem. They don't know what an adjective is, so they gotta fucking.
Adjectives.
Adjective.
Descriptive words.
Dang.
How about I want it?
A word
Dirty.
that modifies a noun.
Yeah, we're looking for
Tasteful.
noun.
Okay, Theodore, beautiful. Okay, we're getting there. Beautiful.
Sexy.
Keep on going. Keep
Death.
on going.
Dangerous.
There-
Luscious.
Perfect.
Vibe killer.
Delicious.
We're getting
Horrific.
traction. What?
Bodacious.
Oh, we're getting closer.
Bootylicious.
Wow. Carl said breedable. Jesus.
Curvaceous.
Curvaceous. Oh, we are really cooking with fire. Duck saying seductive.
Curvy.
Bootylicious.
No. We're cooking with fire. Theodore saying gorgeous. got 1 minute.
Succubus.
I don't know what it was said. Luscious.
Oh.
Fucking.
Seductive.
Scintillating.
Lust.
Sweet.
Fuck.
Emo.
Amazing.
Vivacious.
Bloody.
I'm just going with ishes now.
Buck was the closest.
What Buck said?
Duck says J&D. She's not a turkey.
Voluptuous.
Hellacious.
How about I love it?
Vivacious.
No. Okay, time's up. Nobody's getting points tonight.
What was it?
It starts with. Oops. Starts with a V.
Voluptuous.
I believe I said that at some point.
Voluptuous.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't hear voluptuous.
Well, we all proved to be
Doesn't
shitty
matter.
psychics.
We'll hear
What
the
a
replay.
wonderful
I didn't hear
game.
Buxom.
any voluptuous. No, not good. We tested it out. We'll see. We'll tie it up. I think you guys just have to think about it. Have some fun with it. It's
More clues. You need more clues. There's only like 1,000 words you can say.
It's Friday night.
There you go.
Some
Jerry.
of us have been
Preach it.
drinking.
Preach it.
There's not a lot of thinking.
Speak your shit, Jerry.
more clues. I'll take that back. We'll tweak. I'll talk with the
All
guys.
right.
And
That's enough.
we'll
Shut
put
up,
it
Jerry.
Okay.
John, it's hard to think like you think.
Well, you should
I'm
know
not
me.
fucking Canadian.
Voluptuous. Does it not match? Voluptuous.
John, next time tell us the number of syllables.
Okay, sure.
Fuck, then you're gonna get like 7 people asking what a fucking syllable is. Look, Jerry already looks confused. Come on now.
Look, Stanley likes the game.
No, Baker's just gonna be typing the definition.
I want to do this because it's hard to get the 1,000 points, and if someone gets it, then
All right, Buck. I'm dyslexic, so we gotta slow down, okay?
wow. Mitchell's saying she ain't voluptuous. I think she's voluptuous. Okay, it's the first word that came to mind.
Mitchell likes them thick.
So I mean, well,
What's up?
no,
What's up, Sid?
So
What are you gonna say?
Was there any purpose for the third image at all?
The third image was just like because it's my thoughts, so I threw it in there, right?
Oh, that was you?
Yeah,
I know who that was. I didn't know who that
I didn't know who that
I
was.
was like, who the fuck is that? I thought it was some sort of clue.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I was like, who is that?
No, I asked what the fuck the third image was.
So I did here. Let me tell you this. I did this like 10 minutes before the show started. 10
Like
minutes.
the man versus food guy.
Oh my god! It does.
Oh man, John, I'm sorry.
Buck
I
made
was
this
like-
Buck made this picture last year with some AI thing. So I was on my phone, and this is the only picture that I was close to me that filled in this gap because it was gonna leave too much of a gap. So I said, whatever.
I
This
think
is,
that's John if he was Puerto Rican.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. Like the whole time I was like, I get this side of the image, but what is going on over here?
that's why you guys were saying sexy. You're like, no, that's why you got it wrong. You're looking at the wrong image.
All right. Next picture.
Yeah.
His
Pause.
head's blowing up again.
That's
What happened? What happened at D23?
Duck says, John, I thought that was a random Latino man. I think you mean Juan. Okay, so the picture of the guy was off-putting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll take it off. I said the pictures to the left of the line, but clearly English is a second language here, so that's fine. We will. I'll remove that.
It's just the look on the face is a little bit freaky.
Okay. Try again next week, guys. I blame Buck for this.
Not my fault.
Sideshow. We got some Sideshow news to update you guys on. We might as well start with the succubus. You guys are still
I
going.
believe I put a shirt on for this shit.
What? I can't believe it.
Oh man, I'm just glad that wasn't the only one.
All right, Sideshow Collectibles.
Yeah, Vampire's Lust. Why is she not here under the What's New? Vampire's Lust. Not Vampire's Lust. Succubus went up.
Succubus would be under What's New. Vampire's Lust would be under Coming Soon.
No. I'm looking for Succubus. She wasn't here. She's not here
She
right
ain't
now,
new
at
enough.
least. Here we go.
Ain't new enough. It's been a while.
Perfect. Let's talk about her. She went up for pre-order.
Are you 18?
I look 16, but yeah.
Oh wow, I've never seen that before.
Well,
I've been doing it recently. Anything that's super sexy, even our friend.
Succubus premium format, $645. What a price! Artists that worked on this piece. Let's give them some credit. Steve Lord, Steve Schumacher, Alfred Paredes, Ian McDonald, Rachel. Don't you dare say it, Buck. Rubacek. Katsapine on paint. Sapene. It's Sapine. I had dinner already. No pasta. It's Sapine.
No pasta. You know what? Just think about pasta when you want to say her name and you get it right.
Sapene. Okay. My apologies for brutalizing me. It's like Martin Canali. No one's going to know how to say Martine Canali unless you're...
Martine Cannoli.
Cannoli?
I fucking love cannolis.
Anyways, let's get on track. $645 for the succubus. She is stunning. Voluptuous, some will say.
One would say.
Bill, you like this one?
Did you say one or one?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, D-Rock.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Kim, were you talking to me?
Yeah, I wanted to see since you like that red Sonya. You like this one?
I mean, it looks good, but I wouldn't add it. I wouldn't get it.
No.
Why?
That almost sounds offended.
That was the most
Why wouldn't you get it?
offensively fueled question. Why?
Sorry. I added a little bit too much there, but no, I'm just curious.
I love this more.
Why?
You should like this, Bill. Why won't you?
This is fantastic.
This is stunning.
Because I have red Sonya and I want to appreciate her. I don't need another one.
I think that little base is going to end up heavy. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
probably.
It's not a lot of surface area
To support all of this, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I would be on pins and needles for that. Those little blood shadows not to break much.
Well, I'm sure it'll be a little extra plastic and a little more of a poly, less of the stone powder. But that's also why I think it's, I mean, I know we're going to mention the edition size. We haven't mentioned it yet, but that's why I'm a big fan of getting on it early so that I can ask for replacements if needed. Because I've ended up in later batches of statues and had issues, and there's no replacements available. I don't like falling into that.
Edition size of 1300 announced right off the bat. Seems like a popular piece.
Good. Make more.
She's stunning. At that price, $645.
It's quite a large statue too. The
It is.
The wings.
Is
make
she
it
the same one?
A lot of space.
I'm sorry, Buck.
You're good.
I'm just gonna say, is she the same one that was painting those other pixie statues?
Pixies?
Yes. Is she the same painter?
For which statues?
I don't know which pixie statues you're talking about.
Isn't it the
J. Scott Campbell stuff?
No. It's
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like
Sideshow. It's new. Oh, Pixels. I'm sorry, Pixels. It's like those agent. We were talking about
the Pulp Vixens.
Oh, Pulp
Vixen. Sorry, Vixen. I'm sorry. I knew it had an X.
Gotcha. She did the Mr. Sin, and yeah, I think she did the Deep Down. Yeah, I think she was the one in the video.
What are your thoughts on the hair?
Yeah, it looks great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I see like purplish hues in there for the highlights.
Yeah,
I love it. Those headpieces are wicked.
Yeah.
Everything about this is fantastic.
The blood splatter is great.
Seeing the blood from Bill's Red Sonja makes me feel confident in this.
Yeah, this is a hit by them. Translucent
designs
wings.
are getting better.
I like the wings. I gotta say, I like the wings. Look at the translucent part. Yeah.
On the wings, yeah.
Yeah, the wings were the selling point for me.
Like the texture on them too. Like it looks kind of like that leathery skin type stuff.
I'm a sucker for wings. I really am.
The snake, well detailed. A lot of delicate pieces on this statue. Let's take a look at this because I know this was worrisome. Yeah, see, they did it well from the detail on the back there, making it look like it's dripping from the foot as well. The key.
I do feel like there's going to be a decent amount of breakages.
You think so?
Right.
Just from seeing from like other pieces that Sideshow shipped.
So are all those blood splatters going to be pegs?
Jesus.
No, I think it's supposed to be a full insert panel, right? Isn't that what was discussed?
Look at the bottom of the feet. How good the bottom of the feet look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're missing both feet experts. Piggy and Vision.
So she has hues of like what, pink and blue, then, huh? I thought she was just pure white.
No, she has different paint hues. Look how
That's
the jewelry around the leg is making the indentation in the skull.
Yeah.
Really well done.
That's cool.
Seems to be a theme.
Yeah.
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 And with the Vampire's Lust too, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this with Vampire's Lust is, I think, the perfect pair.
Now, are they part of the same line? No, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. It's a horror originals line. So they're all gonna, from my understanding of the way they described it, it'll be kind of different themes and tropes, kind of from throughout the horror genre. So it's not necessarily that they have to kind of pair together or even look like they pair together, but they all are part of that same line of bringing to life different horror tropes and whatnot in some form.
You ordered this, right, Vega?
I did order this. Yes.
Nice. What's Jeff said? Hey, Jeff, Secret Sanctuary. He is right. It's been out for a while. What was announced today was the ES. I don't know what threw me off. Why I thought it was today that it came out. It was the ES that was announced today. It's been up for a while.
What's up, Jeff?
Already slipping up one.
I know.
Yeah, I think it's cool to see these original IPs getting higher edition sizes than the more popular and well-known IPs.
Yeah.
This is an IP as popular as what's the IP is boobs.
That's fair. That's a popular IP.
And I will say that the anatomy of the breast and buttocks is perfect.
Get your magnifying glass out, Ken.
Ken's comments.
Study it well.
Ken's our specialist.
Ken, I'm gonna send my pre-order to you. You get the first glance.
I know the secret to all those years.
Yeah.
This segment of the Everyday Collector brought to you by Tampax. Remember.
Jeez. But yeah, man, no, congrats to whoever pre-ordered this. This is awesome.
Yeah,
1300.
it's a nice piece.
1300, definitely on the higher end of the spectrum when it comes to pre-orders nowadays.
Sure is.
But clearly, it's an indication as to how popular this piece was.
And it's going for how much?
645.
645.
And how much do you think Vampire's Lust is going to go for?
Probably close,
probably about the same.
Close to the
Maybe
same
more.
price.
It's just like two
little
figures on
little
there.
more. Little more.
And the base is a
I would
lot
say
more
probably around
robust.
the 680, 70 range.
I still say under 700. I think that's kind of the key of keeping their original IPs under that 700 mark, and then all of the other IPs over. It's pretty much how it's been.
That's not bad. That is not bad.
I will say the secret to my marriage is not getting statues like this. There's my compromise right there.
You know why I got confused? I got confused with this and the Vampire's Lust. If you notice on the Facebook group I posted, what an idiot I am. I posted the succubus, and people are commenting like, I'm gonna delete this. I posted the succubus as Vampire's Lust. I thought this was Vampire's Lust that came through and messed up my head because I was.
You gotta keep the posting to the professionals, sir.
Okay, there you go. That's
just put that it's April
relax.
Fools on there. You'll be
April
good.
Fools.
Oh well.
So that was one from Sideshow. Let's keep her going. Batman Black variant. Edition size to be determined.
Yeah.
Limited time release with a black exclusive variant. What are you guys thinking on this?
Tisk.
Yeah.
Next.
I think they're trying to test out if this is going to work or not. Like doing these timed releases. I think that's what they're trying to do.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But release it at the same fucking time
Exactly.
so people can make an informed
But exactly,
decision.
yeah. If you're going to do this, do it at the same time, not 5 months later.
Yeah, and the timing seems to be we wanted to get more out of the blue and gray, so let's try the black one and see if that gets our numbers up.
I would say
that would be the only reason for the timing difference.
When you revealed this, like I don't know, I was talking to Anthony yesterday. It seemed like he didn't say it explicitly, but it seems like they're just trying to please people, and they were trying to find a way to make this sculpt more appealing to the audience.
Yeah.
So they added the short-eared portrait, and they're like, maybe people will like it in black and gray. So they're just trying to give at least some people something they might like out of this. That's how it seemed. That's what I picked up from the conversation.
I mean, maybe they're just listening to people, which I think we all would appreciate.
I do think it looks better.
And yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it looks better like this.
And this one does
like the
not
black.
come with the long-eared portrait.
It doesn't?
I don't know. I don't see it in pictures. So
It's not in the pictures, but I could have sworn it did.
Is this already up for sale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow, then it probably doesn't come with the long ear.
I like this version better, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree with John or Jerry.
I'm a
I think I
blue
disagree.
version guy, but yeah, this one does look.
What a shocker!
No, I at first I thought that the black and gray went better with kind of the theme and some of the more, I don't know, surreal elements, but I think the way in which the character was sculpted, I think the gray and blue looks better. I mean, I don't like the statue overall, but
yeah, overall, I still don't like the statue at all. But I think this color variant looks better than the other one. But overall, I don't like it.
This takes more of a serious approach, while the other one takes more of a comical, I guess, view, in my opinion.
What's going on, Red Hook? Good to see you. I think
I don't think this one looks better, and I don't think the gray on this works with the black for a gray and black suit. Personally,
Let me tell you what
for
I
Batman, I feel like it needs to be a little darker.
Hold on, let Juan speak.
I think this is bad business, personally, especially Buck. I know how you feel about Prime 1 and variants being released.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that this is being released so close to the time that the blue one came out.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think I do think that is. I think it would be ideal if they released it at the same time. However, the fact that the blue one hasn't shipped yet, I don't mind as much. To be honest, if I'm being honest, that's the same thing that happened with I think it was Tweeterhead when they released the Joker, the 6 1/4, and then they allowed you to like just transfer your PO to whatever you wanted to.
Okay.
So if they allowed that with this, I don't care. I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, if they allow you to swap your PO, that's a little
I'm
bit.
sure they will. It's just about not having to take that extra step, I guess.
For this, okay. But for a piece that wasn't selling well, sure. But when you got a piece like the one we're going to talk about after this, I don't think you can. For me, I don't want to slap. I think this is a step back for Sideshow. They're taking steps forward, but this move was a step back, in my opinion. Putting it up afterwards, and I hope it doesn't become a trend.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it's already somewhat of a.
That's what I'm.
Kind of a trend with the Rex.
Yeah.
We'll get into the Rex. Does anybody else have anything to say about in regards to this?
Real quick. Yeah, I got the one of the Poison Ivies from last year. Did they? I can't remember. Did they release those at the same time, the color variant, or did they?
I think they did.
Yeah,
they did.
Okay.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, this just doesn't seem like has anything to do with honestly pleasing anybody other than they're trying to get their numbers up. That's just the timing, and I don't know. I don't think the color. I don't think this color works on this statue because I don't think this statue was and I don't think this paint job was thought about very deeply before they did it. It was more like, hey, we need a black and gray version. Just kind of go out on for a black and gray because look how light that gray is against the black. It's just way too light. Like then they're having to put all these really dark marks under every muscle. And then you just have all this extra definition that he really doesn't need. I don't know.
When they come out,
doesn't
with
look very good.
The other one they come out with, I mean, my take's a little bit different. If this is what they did, but if they come out with a piece and they weren't it wasn't going real receptive, or the sales weren't real good, like someone indicated, maybe, and they're listening to what people are saying, like on these shows, and then they come out with something as soon as they can that addresses some of the issues people are bringing up. I mean, isn't that what we want?
Well, that's why they came out with the second portrait for this version.
Right.
People were not a fan of the long ears, so they surprised us at the Sideshow Con with the short-eared version. Right. This wasn't done overnight. This black suit Batman, so why not have it at that Sideshow Con? And secondly, why I don't know if the long-eared version is included in this one, but then why not make this all-inclusive as well? You're making You're making them so exclusive and different from each other. It doesn't seem like you're trying to please the fan base, because then now how about the people that want the long-eared version?
It's not just the ears,
just
right?
one second, Jerry. Because then what happens here is, again, this piece obviously wasn't selling well, but for a piece that we're going to talk about like Rex, where there was popularity behind it, all the people that pre-ordered that Rex are now thinking, well, we're getting the Phase 1 version. We're getting the Phase 1 version shown. I want that one. So all these NRDs are going to be, hopefully, they're going to be able to be transitioned without Sideshow Surface is pretty good. But I can't imagine, depending on how many of those are, that they're going to be able to do all of them. I just think that this, okay, you want to do it here and there, but this can lead to bad business practices. We've said it so many times with Prime 1. I just don't think with Sideshow it should become any different.
I agree with you, and that it's a slippery slope. But I would say that in regards to the fact that I'll say, as long as you can choose whichever one you like without having to suffer any consequences, I'm fine with it. Because it's not out yet, if you decide, I don't even like the fact that they're doing this in this way, just cancel your order. You don't have to support the product, right? They'll give you your money back I hope so. If they don't, like, screw them, right?
I would think so.
But if you go to them, say, I want the black one instead, and they don't change it, I think that's a big problem.
For sure.
If they do change it and they're just like, and they go, we're changing it for everyone, heck yeah. If they don't, screw them. That's how I see it, because it's not out yet. Like, it's pretty much like a modified the things are still in flux. You still get your money back.
I completely agree with you. If they credit you, sure, but are they going to be keeping? If the communication's not there and they're going to continue to do this, is that at what point is it going to stop? Is the crediting going to stop? Because they're not going to credit you every time. It's going to be on a situational basis, right? Because
I hear what you're saying. Because they need to put out a statement and say, if you want the black one, we'll do it for you free of charge. That would be the most ideal situation. Right now, we're all just making the assumption that they'll do it because it's Sideshow.
Yeah.
But the ideal situation is they come out, they'll say, we'll give you the black one if you want it over the blue one. And
if I'm a customer, if I'm the long ears, because isn't it not? It doesn't look like it's just the ears. It looks like it's a whole different sculpt.
Yeah, it is. The short ear is a different sculpt. The face is different.
Yeah,
the face is totally different. The expression is different
from the short-eared version on the blue.
Yeah, no. If you go back,
he's comparing long to. He's comparing
long and short.
Yeah, the blue doesn't come
long.
With the
he's
short
looking.
ears.
Yeah, long ear. He's looking more down. The short ear. He's also looking more forward.
Yeah, but
and his face is thinner.
There's pictures of the long and short ear in the blue, and you can see from the front that they're separate sculpts. They're not exactly the same.
Okay, so the short-eared blue
they're
is
different expressions
from the short-eared black.
No.
Okay, so
I'm saying the long ear and the short ear are different sculpts.
Oh, okay, I see it. The mouth, the lower part of the face is different. The chin is not even the same. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
So you get both with the blue, but you don't get both with the black.
It's funny business.
Yep.
That's weird.
Especially with the black being labeled as exclusive. You don't get both head sculpts, you just get the different paint.
But there's a couple of other things too that you guys aren't pointing out here, and this is why I keep bringing up the paint job. With the
black
blue,
or blue?
With both. With the blue, which was the original concept. Look at all the work that they put into the detail work in the blue.
Sure.
Like on the cape, on the gloves, they picked the color of yellow that would match the blue and the gray costume because he had a bright yellow belt. And when you go over to that black and gray, they've just painted it like a matte black. There's no extra details. It doesn't look like from what we could see put into the gloves, put into maybe the trunks had a little bit of gray in them, but they just kind of threw black on everything. And to me, that's it's just cheaping out on that kind of stuff because you have a design here and it's designed in a way you're going to lose all that detail in this version. You're getting to me, it's like you're getting a subpar version of the other one. Even if you like black and gray better, you're not getting a good black and gray. Let me put it that way, in my opinion, because the belt doesn't look good. It's too bright for this color scheme. The gray is too bright for such a dark black. They've chosen black instead of a gray to look black against the light gray. So it's like they haven't put any kind of color variation in the gloves to give it what looks like highlights. This looks like all just from the lighting in the room. And so it's I don't know. Just to me, it looks like kind of a rush thing. Let's throw black paint on the, cowl. Let's throw black paint on the gloves and the boots and the cape, and then let's see how many people can get that. Will like this one better.
So a couple points here. Slifer was saying, Gray Point. What if you ordered from someone other than Sideshow, like he did with right?
Yeah, that's bad. That's true.
Yeah, I don't want to get to the point where now Sideshow's coming around. Sideshow's becoming more community involved. I don't want to get soft on Sideshow. I want to keep that same backbone.
Well, how does an exclusive version have less stuff?
This doesn't make any sense in my opinion.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nothing.
The exclusive version has less portraits than the collector. What's happening?
I think that there's such a. I think that this is another. It's another push away from pre-ordering, to be honest.
Yeah.
You put out one version. Let me wait. And how much can happen while you're waiting, right? What can happen, money, all that stuff. You're waiting for that second version to maybe come out just in case. And so I don't know. I just feel like it feels a little backwards from what has, yes, I understand Superman Hush has been a fucking anomaly, but other than that, what has kind of been a lack of pre-order culture.
Right.
I feel like this
just-
reinforces it.
Just to shout out the artists: Martin Canali on the sculpt and design, Derek Rosengrant on paint, Chi Izuma on paint as well. Yeah, again,
Not
and
to
I know
mention
this wasn't.
Sorry, man.
I know this wasn't everyone's fan favorite Batman, but it's like Keesus was saying. But it's when they get to your piece that you pre-order, and then this happens. Oh, $10 off.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, like you have an original concept designer who came up with this. Was his concept to have the shorter version, or was this just an in-house Sideshow threw that on there? Because
I think they were listening.
Feedback.
yeah. Well, they can listen, but I mean, it's not the original concept of the artist too. So to me, it's a little. I'm not big on that personally.
All right. Let's go on to anyone else with Batman. Have anything with Batman?
I think I respect what Slaffer said. If you ordered somewhere else, it makes it difficult. If you put out a piece for pre-order and then you have it going to distributors' websites, people order there and then they can't swap things when you do stuff like this. If they can't, that's extremely irritating and infuriating. I would say all companies need to avoid doing staggered releases on variants at all.
Jeff saying they shouldn't call it an exclusive; it's a variant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what happens like with let's say like this Beast statue that came out, that is like not everybody's cup of tea. Some people really like it. A lot of people don't like it at all. Are they gonna start messing with that one too, just because they don't think that it's gonna have high sales? You're gonna have a variant of that where he's not upside down holding his stuff, or his legs are gonna be a different direction.
I think it's one of those scenarios where it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like you try if your intent is to make something that has broader appeal and you make changes after you've already put out the pre-order, right? Then it like in this scenario, if you're like looking at it cynically, you're gonna assume, oh, it's just a cheap change just to make more money, like to pad their pocketbooks. Whereas, if you wanted to give like a charitable interpretation, you'd say, oh, they heard what people said, they listened, and they wanted to try and make it more appealing to a broader group of people. The people that would have liked this version of the character, but this one thing irked them, and it was a small enough change that they could make to make it appealing to those people. Or at least try to bridge that gap, so to show that they're making the attempt to appeal to those people.
But I think full transparency is it should be full transparency between the company and the collector, right? Because this was teased back last year. We saw the tease, and then we got the reveal. And then the light up feature reveal and so forth. So people were continuously giving feedback throughout that time frame. Why not give us even a hint? This was well received from the top. This one was well received right from the beginning. The light up feature people love. They love the design. Well received all in all. The Batman wasn't. I'll agree with you, but this is not the same case. They launched the Rex with a 750 edition size, $9.95 price point, and now they're doing the Rex. Same price, but they're doing an exclusive time version, the Phase 1 version, with the different body, the cleaner look.
This is especially filthy to me because that this was planned from the jump. The other one, I don't know. I might go. We don't know what was going on, but this to do the whole different suit, like something that's more like the cartoons. You just know this was planned from the jump, right? And it's you don't even know what that ES is gonna be. I know someone might go, it's a different sculpt. To me, it's the same statue. It's a variant. I don't know why they call it an exclusive, like Jeff said. I think this is disgusting. This, especially on this one. With the Batman, I don't feel so much that way. I don't know what the nuance is. Maybe if I inspect my feelings more, I'd be able to come to a I make better understanding of why I feel that way. But this in particular, It's knowing that the intent from the jump, I would say, was probably to release a different version later on. That's pretty much the same statue. I don't think they should do that. Both of them should have been released at the same time, and then people should have gotten the choice to pick what they want or buy both. That's what I think. Like the Hulk release. I don't know if they all released at the same time, but at the
they're all shown
at
though.
the very least, they were all
Yeah.
shown, right?
Right.
Everyone knows what exists and what's going to
Yep.
come. Okay, if you want to stagger the release at that point, at least you're making an informed purchase, right? With this, you're
Right.
not. You're already like locked in. Slappers purchased this one version at a retailer that might not give them their money back, give him his money back, right? So that sucks. They shouldn't do this. They really shouldn't. And I don't know how people feel about this. This limited time release too. It's another like pressure tactic on top of the fact that they're doing something shady. Like that's the extra knife, like the extra twist to the knife, in my opinion, right? So don't do the Sideshow.
I don't mind the limited time release to incentivize customers to pre-order a release, right? There's your incentive to. We always say, I always say, at least I'll speak for myself. Let's incentivize collectors to pre-order. There's your incentive. If you don't pre-order, you're gonna miss out on the exclusive. Fine, but when it's done in this nature, where you put up the one version, give it an edition size right off the bat, get people excited, take their NRDs, and depending on what retailer they're purchasing it from, maybe people making full payments already, and then now you're gonna do an exclusive with the same base and just change the suit. It's bad business, and it'll only lead to failure.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate too, because you got many hands like in a company, and this just seems like such a marketing choice. Like the marketing department was like, let's stagger the releases. This will maximize our chances of profit. You know what? Let's make it a limited time release so they don't have time to think about the sliminess and all this shit.
Right.
I agree with you, D. The timed exclusive, like they did with the Batman versus Joker, your timed exclusive is if you want the plaque. Boom. The 250 people ordered it, or whatever it was. And then you have the regular open till it's
let people know what
transparency.
their role is, right? Because with the Hulks, it works. Even though half of them have still not gone up for pre-order, you know what's coming.
Exactly.
You know that there are going to be 4 options, so I don't need to worry about these first 2 if the gray is the one I'm going to want.
Precisely.
Yeah. Can you go back and forth a couple times between these 2 versions? I haven't seen.
It's crazy too, because I think you would have still got a lot of people that bought both.
It's dirty. That's cleaner. Maybe a little bit more animated.
Different sculpt, different sculpt.
Is there
on
a
the
difference in the sculpt other than the helmet?
There is. And phase 2 is more battle damaged because a lot of that armor he kind of carried over.
Mm-hmm. John, keep flipping through.
Yeah, it's
the helmet's different.
Yeah, too. I see some. Can't tell if it's a different sculpt.
I think
or
the
just
armor,
the
body might be the same. It's just like the weathering is like the helmet is different. The helmet is
different.
But the body is the same.
The torso
and so's the neck piece.
The neck piece. The pauldron's different.
The pauldron's different. Yeah.
Which actually, technically, the phase 1.
It is though.
Sniper can correct me, but phase 1 isn't technically correct. If I'm being picky.
It's hard to see the differences. It seems like it's mostly the same sculpt with a little bit like a differences around the portrait. Are the guns different too? Maybe.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I think
all the same stuff we said during Batman applies here.
I was getting ready to say it seems almost identical in like the same situation. I mean, it's a different situation, but they've done the exact same thing. Different head sculpt, different paint.
Yeah. Now,
they call it exclusive.
The point you made earlier with this being based on edition size, this being a much more popular piece than the Batman that had a much smaller edition size. Which one were you indicating it felt like? Which one was more egregious to you?
it doesn't matter the way it's done to me. Both. I'm not gonna tell.
Oof.
I'm not gonna say. I think the Captain Rex was a little bit more egregious in the sense that it was more popular than the Batman, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna dwindle down a customer's purchase, because I know if people purchased that Batman thinking that they wanted it in black, and then now they're seeing it in black, it's the same feeling. It's the same
I
feeling
just
as
didn't
this
know
Rex.
if you were making a distinction earlier or not.
This is bad business on all accounts. I don't care which character, for me, the way I look at it, all accounts, personally. I'm good with timed exclusives. Go ahead, but you listen to the collectors, but in this case, I don't feel like this was especially with the Rex, this wasn't them listening to collectors. I don't know, but I can't imagine, because what a lot of people didn't like about that Batman was the sculpt, not necessarily the paint application. So I can't imagine that people would say, well, I would prefer it in black. I heard a lot of people mentioning that they didn't like the sculpt altogether. You know what I'm saying? And that's especially the long ears. That's why I really appreciated them and gave them credit when they did the short ear portrait.
Yeah.
But
I would say, like, in general, for any company, if you want to make even if it's for the sake of the collectors, want to make any changes after the fact, maybe pull your pre-order first and then like put it up again with the new stuff. You can release them at the same time.
Well, what does that fix, though? If you pull the pre-order, if people already spent their money,
give them back their money.
Yeah,
give them
that's
back.
What it's key.
Redo it. You got to.
Yeah, that's what I mean by
100%.
pull the pre-order.
Oh, okay,
give back your money, and you can open it up again with everything else that you're doing. Otherwise, you got to live with the mistakes you've made.
And this is all companies. This isn't just Sideshow. This is Sideshow we're dealing with in this situation, but this goes for all companies with end variants. I hold them to the same standard.
Even something that's more important is that, like, I think all companies need to stop making statues of mutants and start making more Spider-Man statues. Sure. We need a lot more Spider-Man statues. The villains, like, if anyone from Sideshow is watching, please really stop this shit. We've seen enough Magnetos. Beast didn't even need to get made. Like,
I agree with Buck.
No more Bishop.
He just mad he got a booty popping Spider-Man as the last fucking offering. Yeah. This is the problem.
as many Spider-Man variants or whatever we need to
look
through.
Look at how much goodwill.
Yeah, Spider-Man out the ass. Okay.
Oh my God.
Even with the stuff we're talking about right now, look at how much goodwill Sideshow has built. How exciting Sideshow Con was, and there wasn't a single need for a Spider-Man. Not a single one.
Sideshow Con was okay.
Man.
Let me ask you something. Anybody else want to say anything in regards to those two pieces besides the fact, I guess, that kind of some of the criticisms, because there's at least the Rex is a good looking piece.
I'd like to say something real quick. I appreciate that they did both the Phase 2 and the Phase 1, but like y'all said, it should have been done at the same time, because there are differences for those who really know the character. But
yeah, Slifer is someone who expressed that.
Yeah, because the torso, the pauldron, and the helmet are different, and the weathering is a really good touch, but just do it at the same time so that way we have the option, the choice.
And I think if they did that, otherwise this is a beautiful sculpt, like, nice paint app. People would be raving for this exclusive the same way they were for the collector edition. I think I don't see anything wrong with the actual offering of the piece. It's just the way they rolled it out.
The way they rolled it out.
Agree with that?
Agreed.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have a disclaimer, like Buck or somebody said. If you're going to do it, let's say they did it and they realize it's not the right way to do it. Something they should put out there, or giving people the option if they wanted to change their mind. There'd be no penalty. That would just seem more professional, and you think they would. It would mean they're thinking like we are.
Exactly. And if they are doing that, all power to them for sure.
Yep.
What's going on? Snoke.
Yeah,
see you.
I think the message is to all statue companies. We as collectors would really appreciate it if you guys would release all the versions at the same time.
Yep,
All
I agree.
statue companies.
Especially if you already know you're going to do it.
Or at least tell us that you're gonna do
Or
it.
tell us they're coming out, right? Like with the Hulks. Like say, hey, we're going to have 4 versions. They're not going to release all at the same time, but these are the versions we're going to have.
Yeah, those are fine because you knew they were coming.
Yeah, exactly. And they know they're coming. Like with this Rex, it wasn't like last week. They were like, hey, let's throw this together real quick. I mean, they knew. So it's just a marketing tactic, really.
My question is, can you even waitlist on those?
What do you mean?
Like, since it's timed, will you be able to waitlist?
Yes.
Yes.
They wait.
So they go to
Probably
wait.
yes,
Batman versus Joker timed exclusive as well. It's for pretty much anyone who cancels or anything along those lines.
Oh wow. So here's an example. Slifer says, I tried to move my deposit with no success, so I'm stuck with both.
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
disgusting.
So there you
That's
go.
not good.
Yeah.
Go to the Sideshow page and blow. I'm kidding.
No, you'll get kicked faster than you can say your name. But that's a prime example. That's. You know what, Sideshow? These companies make me nervous because it's 2 steps back. It's 2 steps, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Sideshow Con, everyone excited. Then they pull some crap like this. Anyways, Tweeterhead. There are 2 faces on site if you guys are interested. The 635 for the quarter scale. I just want to give everybody a heads up. It is low stock remaining, so not to create FOMO, but these are getting ready. These should be out to collectors any day, but it is low stock remaining. I know this has been delayed for a long time. Limited edition. These are $450. 635. Yeah.
I bought a succubus instead. Thank you.
Are the Tweeterhead busts also now delayed?
I think
Because
everything.
some of this other stuff
everything's
is
delayed.
delayed.
Yeah, everything seems to be.
Yeah.
What's up, Santino?
They're using the XM factory.
Well,
It seems like
I
everybody
think theirs is the
subside.
shipping container stuff, right?
Yeah.
At least that's what the boss man said in his interview.
Well, I think a lot of these companies are having a lot of returns too, and I think it's coming up their works.
Sure,
well,
sure.
It was mentioned that the small. Well, that's a whole other thing. These smaller companies are struggling.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just said I believe it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This was shown. Bishop was shown. CLC did a show with Anthony Mestis, and this was teased live on the show. What are you guys thinking on the Bishop? And just to make something clear, because I hear the internet, everybody on social media is already blasting the Paint app that's being shown here. This is, like indicated on the photo, this is a first color test. So this isn't final, but more or less just to give you an idea of the way they're, I guess, to get some feedback and the ideas they're formulating. They've presented this to us.
'Tis the nature of showing things early.
I know D-Rock, you had mentioned you wanted more of that mullet look, personally.
Well, I mean, he has it, but they have it tucked so tightly that it doesn't give the look that I'm used. Like I remembered seeing him, with it kind of out, and that was kind of his look. Like,
it's
flat
the
top and then
maybe
big
that
mullet.
portal, like his time portal, just has like this vacuum effect, so it's just pulling it back. D-Rock, use some.
Well, I think it just changes his whole look, honestly, because what's the point of it if you don't see it from the front? Honestly,
I don't know. I haven't had hair in a long time, so
I just
Damn.
I don't know. I mean, I still want to get it, but if they could make some tweaks to that, that would be great.
I don't think they're gonna change unless like people really hated it. I don't think they're gonna change it at this point.
No, I think there's been so much positivity about it. Do you have any interest, D-Rock, in the bald head?
Not at all. Not looking at it, I don't like it at all. Honestly, I don't think it looks that good.
Just one.
I also think that angle that they chose to take this picture at does not do the bald head justice, because it makes it look like the energy coming off his eyes actually looks like his eyebrow sticking out. like way past his forehead. Stupid shit. That just pisses me off.
I agree with Keesis here. I think it's good to show people early, get a feel what the overall consensus is, but also think him and Cable should be able to pair up. I definitely definitely do appreciate Sideshow doing this, because this isn't something they did before, showing us the prototypes and then the stages, the different stages of the application process. This is a nice move from them for them, in a positive direction at least.
I think
it look.
if you're gonna,
it looks pretty good. Sorry,
I was gonna say I don't think if you're gonna make any significant changes past this point, you still plan to like do more. I don't think they should shown us the paint job as it is now.
Okay.
If they wanted to show us like something that, how'd I put it? If this is a whip, like a work in progress, it needs to look more like a work in progress. It looks so complete that's why people have such like vehement like opinions, and it's hard to like. You look at this, it looks like a complete paint job. I wouldn't begrudge anyone for thinking that. So if they planned on making any like big changes after this point, I really do think they should have waited until they had that, whatever their final thing was in the paint job, to show us, or they should have showed us much earlier in the process, when it could have been obvious to anyone looking that the paint job isn't done. You guys get, like, it's just a matter of like knowing what to show and when to show it. And I guess that's the danger of sharing things early, like someone was saying.
Crippler's sharing the same sentiment. Yeah.
Yep, agreed.
I don't know. I see what you're saying. It makes it difficult for them to kind of filter through all the comments and make the appropriate decisions, but or it can clutter that thought process. But I think as long as Sideshow's never done something like this, and they've been a successful company for 30 years. I think that as long as they have their vision looking forward, and they're just bringing these elements to the table to kind of get the community more involved and excited about the product, the people that want the piece will buy it. Yeah, there'll always be feedback, and you'll get a lot of feedback, which is great, but you're gonna have to filter through that and stick to your plan to a certain degree. There's a lot of companies who put out a lot of prototype photos and just want to listen to everything. You can't do that. You're almost putting this up with blinders. They were smart to take the approach and say, this is the first color test, so we know it's not final, but here's a progression photo. I think the custom world does this quite often, giving you consistent updates and so forth. So this is something that I would not want them to stop. This is something that they should take and run with it. Yeah, you're going to get comments and animosity. You'll do that regardless. You'll do that when the item goes up for pre-order. So I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would stick with this, but stay focused. Yeah, don't let it impede. And I'm not saying this directly to you. Yeah, Buck, I'm just saying this in general. Yeah.
Oh no, like towards your point too. I'm definitely not saying don't show us anything at all. I'm saying
just more advanced in the process.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be more advanced. I think where we are now, the fact that they have to come out and tell, if they didn't tell anyone this is a first color test, who would have thought this was the final paint job?
Yeah.
Everyone would have thought that.
Yeah, for sure.
It doesn't look like a work in progress. It looks like this is the final thing. Finished, and if there's anything you don't like, you're like, damn, this is what I'm gonna get, you know? So they should have been smarter about at what point they showed this. Like, okay, maybe the head wasn't painted yet, or like parts of this were still left unpainted, and they showed it like, okay, it's very clear this is still being painted. You get what I'm saying? That's what they do in the custom world. They don't show you like, they'll show you like different parts painted. Maybe it's not even fully put together, but you can look at it and go, okay, this is work in progress. It's not done yet, right? It's make it clear, communicate clearly just through the images that it's work in progress. I'm not even sure the first color test, you know, I'm not even sure that communicates enough that this is work in progress. Like, you know, the words are there, but the way it looks like a final product, right? So that would be my critique, right? Either show us the final paint job what that looks before you do official pics in an official photo shoot. You show us the final paint job, what that looks like. And yeah, because I agree with Sophia King. It looks like a base coat. I'm looking at the skin textures and they look a bit flat. Like some parts are clearly shaded, right? But even then, there's some parts that look a bit flat that it could use a few more layers. But again, it's like it still kind of looks like a final complete paint job. And so it's that point in between where you're better off showing it later once you are completely done, or you should have shown us this like way earlier in the process of the paint job. I liked when they showed us the print. If they showed us when they showed us the concept art, that was nice, that was good. But this is the part where like I'm not sure they made the right move, and I prefer the bald head in this situation to the, even though before I liked the Jerry curls better.
Anybody else have any thoughts on this or the process before we keep on moving on?
No, I mean it's not a moot. It doesn't. It's a moot point to kind of what Buck said. It doesn't have anything to do with that. But I don't know what the back of the base is supposed to be, like where he's coming from or escaping to. But it looks unpainted. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But it looks like it just has a whatever it's called.
A base coat, like
base coat. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't get those words out. Primer. That's the word.
Like a primer. Looks like
yeah, just looks like it's primer, and that's it. So, but yeah, no, I get it. It kind of it muddles that line. It's easy to tell when you just have an output where that it's very early in the process versus showing some version of a paint app, and it's like, okay, well, where is this? But I mean, I'm excited for it. I like seeing the posters because that was something that we didn't really get. We just got the idea of where posters would be. I like seeing how they were incorporated into the base and into the portal. And then I don't know that there's any. Now I'm not going to likely not have Sideshow's cable to go with this. I'll probably have XM's most recent one, but to Kees's point, D-Rock, I know you have Sideshow's cable.
Yep.
Is there some? He said he wishes it would. I can't remember what he said. He thinks
it doesn't pair very well. Pair up. I can tell you that. Yep. I don't think they pair very well after seeing this.
Why not?
He's really small in comparison to Cable in this pose. For me, this is my impression. I saw a render of them together earlier today, actually. And I just thought Bishop's always such a big character in the comics. It looked a little weird because I like the pose. Don't get me wrong. This is a standalone statue. I mean, I would obviously like the one on the left better with the mullet and stuff. That's the Bishop I know. I like it, but I want to pair them together because I always think of them from that same time period and everything. And I'm not sure it'll pair well just because of how low he is. He's almost in like a seated position. Comparatively, it's going to make Cable look so big in comparison. But I'll just have to see in reality. I'll probably still get the piece, but I'm a little worried about that, if I'm being honest.
Mitchell says it's better to hear what's not liked earlier than to hear it later. Maybe they're trying something different with feedback.
To that point, go ahead.
One quick second. Let me keep on going. Crippler saying, I hear you. John loves seeing it personal, but I am reading a lot of not purchasing after seeing it painted comments. Continuing this will depend if it impacts sales. Yeah, and I think that's where I was mentioning that if Sideshow stays with their focus, right? Whether you show photos or not, if you just surprise the collector with the pre-order and do it the way they want, people may not purchase it either. They're not going to open up their wallets. I feel like that's happening quite often now. People aren't opening their wallets. But this shows them taking that extra step in wanting to involve the community. I just think that it needs to be very vocal that that's what this is just showing us steps. Sure, you can go online and rant that you want this and this changed. And to a certain degree, I think in stages like this that they could listen. Whether or not that results in a pre-order or not, I don't think you're going to lose more money in showing this early stage than if you were to just put it up for pre-order and people don't like it that way anyways. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, you're still going to have a official release before pre-order with finished paint and a lot of angles and stuff. It's not like they're going to say, "Hey, start pre-ordering it now with this color test." So
right, and then
you can change those people's opinions right back over if they've jumped over. It's not right.
No, but what he's saying is people will request the changes, but then once the changes are made, not back it up with an order. It will all happen regardless.
That's what happens all the time anyway. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So you can't fight that. I think this piece got a lot of focus, and I think it got a lot of feedback for Sideshow from the Sideshow Con, and I think that's why they've decided to like do this follow along, because I think they got a lot of positive feedback.
What's going on, X-Men? Sorry, Buck, you were about to say something.
Two things. First, towards Mitchell, a cynical part of me says they're showing this not for feedback, but as marketing material.
Yeah.
So like, there's a part of me that thinks no matter what anyone says, to a great degree, and like, it's not necessarily like to think of them as being like, they like uncaring about what the community thinks. It's just that because of the way the company is and the structure of these releases, some things are kind of just set in stone, and major changes, regardless of how like things are received, generally will not be made for a lot of pieces, right?
Correct.
So when I look at these things, I don't think I'm gonna give my opinion and it's gonna make a change. That doesn't mean we shouldn't, because there's times when, like, if there's a small thing they can do to like make things better, they might do it, and they might be able to do it. But generally, like there's the part of me just thinks this is purely for marketing, and if it doesn't work as a marketing tool, they're gonna stop doing it, right? If it starts to adversely affect things. And then the second thing I was gonna say is, I know we were points that were made were like, okay, if they don't like it now, the next stage when they show it, like they could just change people's minds again, right? I don't necessarily agree with that. I think having an initial bad impression of something will color your opinion going forward. It makes it harder to convince people otherwise, right? Versus if they just showed them something that they liked, even though they didn't have particularly strong feelings from the jump, like it's generally just a positive impression. If you start out with a bad impression, it takes a lot more to overcome that. So it needs to be significantly better, right?
Yep.
And so this is just from their looking at it from Sideshow's perspective. Is it worth it to them to risk getting that initial negative impression and then try to overcome it in the final reveal? So it's that balance, like, because I don't think it's so easy to say that, oh, later on they might be able to change our minds if the product is good enough.
I disagree on one point, only for one reason. The first impression wasn't from paint. The first impression was at Sideshow Con, and it got really positive feedback. If they had done this as the first impression, I would totally agree with you.
I hear
but because it was so much positive feedback just from the sculpt, when they did that print, they were showing the print or output or whatever they want to call it. That was such a positive feedback. I think it would give people hope that by the time they get to the final paint and you see better pictures and everything and more angles, maybe you would be, one of those that was like on the line. You're like, I don't know, man. I don't really like that test paint. And then when they get to the final, you're like, oh, they fixed all the, all those things that didn't look good in the paint. So that's the people I'm thinking of. Those kind of line riders who were like, I really like this piece and I want it to be good. I don't really like this reveal they just did, but I do still like the piece as long as it comes out, good at the end. Now, people who just didn't like it from the beginning, totally agree with you. Probably won't win those people over. So, but I don't know. We'll see.
Chugging along. Yeah, I'm always in support of the company involved.
Bigger
in the
mullet.
collector.
Bigger mullet, Sideshow. Bigger mullet.
Collector involving the company involving the collector throughout the process. I'm always for.
Shit.
I got an offer I can't refuse.
Tweeterhead, just update with their, if you order the Batman blue and gray, as well as the Batman black and gray maquettes, they're completed, ready for pickup, and they're just waiting for them to be placed on a container. So more updates coming soon, as well as the 1-to-1 bust, the He-Man bust.
Wow.
Just to give you an update there. Yeah, they've been facing some serious delays, but
Yeah, they're really behind.
at least the communication's there. But yeah, unfortunately, hopefully they can get over this hump and get her done. Iron Studios, D23, they showed some really cool stuff. This was their exclusive. Mickey and Walt Disney. Nice little statue there. 1/10, that's the D23 exclusive. I thought that was really cool. Showed a little bit of it here live. $250, not bad.
I don't know, man. That doesn't really look like Tom Hanks to me.
This was, I forgot the name of this movie. Inside Out.
Inside Out.
That's
This
number
one.
2.
Uh-oh.
technically.
Wow,
don't
man.
know.
Iron Studios, you're making Sideshow look bad. Stop it.
This
That
one
looks.
was,
This
was
terrible.
nice.
Get the hell out of here.
This looks terrible.
This looks good.
The
Let's
webbing
get to-
looks horrible.
The
Yeah,
webbing.
Oh,
Webbing
you know
looks
what?
so bad.
The webbing
I don't like the-
looks,
I don't like the
doesn't
webbing.
look great, but like it's like 10 scale. I'll allow it. The like
Yeah,
The-
it's tense. Yeah.
the like I just think like Vega's opinion doesn't matter because he likes mutants. So like
It's
you
biased.
know, like mute his mic every time he wants to talk about Spidey.
Just mute his mic in general.
This webbing here, I don't mind the webbing on the base, but yeah, this
Hey.
webbing here is not.
I mess with
Don't
Jerry.
mess with my boy Vega, okay?
That's the
Anakin.
number one Puerto Rican. I'm sorry, John.
Dark side, no problem. No need to
It'd be nice
apologize.
if they would let you remove
I'm just not
that
stopping
webbing.
the show.
There you go. Hey, Buck, there you go. Spider-Man,
Anakin, Dark
represent. Keep going.
There you
Right
go.
there. Boom. Get you that.
Stop
Mini
it.
There's your
go.
Spider-Man.
Throw it away. Throw it away. I actually just bought a
Yeah.
tiny
Back to
Spider-Man like
Anakin.
a
Oh
few
my.
seconds ago.
Okay, that's
Okay, hold on. Let's start from the beginning. You want to go back to Anakin?
That's pretty
There you
cool.
go. This is coming home.
No Star Wars.
That's coming home, and Wolverine and Gambit's coming home.
Okay, let's see.
Wolverine playing horsey,
What do they call this combination?
giving him a piggyback ride.
Do they have a
Yeah,
name for that? Like they
yeah.
got the fastball special. What they call it? Both of them do that.
This one looks like it's leaning already. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is this modeled after the animated series? Is that like
I think so. 97, no?
It's a scene in
Yeah,
the,
this is from
it's a scene in the
97.
first episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
what they call this
Here's my
combination? They got the
How
fastball
did you-
special. What's this called?
I don't think they gave it a name.
Wild
Father
card.
and son, piggyback ride.
Wild card.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Yeah,
Wild
the
card.
wild card.
No, I'm kidding, but that's a good name for it. See? That would work.
This is called the Low Country Boil right here.
Oh,
Wow.
That's what-
Damn.
What's the line he said in the movie? I don't,
It's the
I've
Bayou
been wait-
Shuffle.
no,
I'm gonna make a name
I-
for myself,
I've been waiting
I'm
for
gonna
this
make a name for
all my
myself
life.
over
Yeah,
here.
I'm gonna make it. That's it. I'm gonna make a name for myself. Somebody better remember this. Put some get some of that shrimp with that Cajun seasoning.
I thought you were
Oh,
gonna say
so-
shrimp
so-
on the Bobby.
No,
This
that's
is a scene from
Australian.
Magic Mike,
I know.
right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Damn.
That's why they got Channing Tatum for the pole dancing.
Hey, Thor, little Throg here, hiding here in the corner.
Yeah, it's the Thor Unleashed. So that's
nice.
that already.
Yeah,
It's
that's
out
been
already?
out for a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh wow, I haven't
Like,
seen this one.
Like long time.
It's a nice Thor.
That's been out for over a year, right?
Unless it's a different scale. It says
I
pending.
think it looks
approval.
larger. It looks quarter. It looks like
pending
larger
approval.
scale.
Why?
Oh, they're gonna make a quarter.
I say because I think this is
Maybe.
sold out. So if
Look
this
at the
is
size of his hand and the Mjolnir.
Yeah, they're saying
what
pending approval.
that's the that's the ratio of the 1/10. I don't know if that.
Well, but in the photo, this doesn't look 1/10 in the photo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I
May
wanted
not
this in a quarter, but
Smart
it
ass.
was always.
Where are
1/10.
those hairy arms when you need them for scale?
Exactly. Some Yoda and Sidious here.
Nice.
Some Lilo and Stitch for all the kiddos.
Who cares?
Ah, inside 2. Look at these
Inside
people that
2.
like it. Oh my god! Look at the Toy Story guys. The Toy Story guys.
Hey,
Man, that Woody looks creepy, bro. Oh my god.
The Toy Story, guys.
The Thor Unleashed is quarter scale.
Quarter. Okay.
Woody has seen things.
Oh, it is quarter.
So it is another. Yeah, that's another.
I like this.
Wow.
Oh, cool. It comes with the army soldier.
Oh,
Yeah,
god.
Lord. Sarge, yeah.
You know that's gonna be like $800. Why is
What, Thor
why is
Unleashed?
Buzz? No, the Toy Story. You know
gotcha.
why is Buzz trying to teabag the army man?
Oh, okay.
Oh
So
god.
really?
Oh, you guys see the block skull Andy.
Andy,
Yeah.
yeah. On the back, yeah.
No, the Thor Unleashed will also be $800.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of like the
Real
Metacom
quick,
ones that they
price
put
them
out, but
all.
this is nice. Nice to see them visit
Might have
Toy
to check
Story.
that one out. I like that.
And I think that was it. Yeah, that was pretty much it. This is from the con there.
Oh yeah, it has more detail.
I like this.
Oh, there's the.
This is Slapper named it Bareback.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mon ami.
Mon ami.
Oh, look, it looked good. The Toy Story looked good.
I knew he was going to go back.
Hey, you guys have been
In the past, I was like, oh, I don't know if he knew what was happening.
Oh no, the Toy Story looks good. Oh, and the bed sheet. It's the bed sheet, the base. It's the bed frame, the wallpaper. Holy Mac. Listen, I'm about to make my name for myself. No, wait.
Woo!
I'm waiting for Toy Story statues. Look at this.
You don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
The wallpaper.
It looks like a cake, bro.
John trying to speak, everybody's like,
It looks like a cake.
It's just how it is, man. Don't worry. Next week we're gonna have nice cuts. Wallpaper cloud. Wallpaper sub base, the bed frame, and then you have the blanket. The buzz. That's nice, man.
But where's
That's
Michael?
awesome. Who's Michael?
Hee hee. Blanket. You said blanket.
J-Rock might not even make it to the end of this episode, let alone. Yeah. Jeff's saying they announced Toy Story 5. I didn't hear that, but I heard.
No
I think
way.
it's coming. Yeah, well, they announced it a while back. I think they announced it, or
God
maybe it
help
wasn't.
us all.
June. I think it's 2026. It's coming out, or I think.
No one cares.
Thank you,
know
Jeff.
what
Though
they announced.
Appreciate you,
You know,
brother.
And it's
what they
directed by the
announced
same guy
tonight?
who did Wall-E and Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. It's that whoever directed that he's doing Toy Story 5, and they mentioned something along the lines of like toys versus tech kind of theme of some kind.
They lost them.
I don't know what that's gonna. I don't know what that's gonna mean, but
The kids are gonna want their iPads over the toys.
I just want to see Andy go after the toys again and give it to his son. That's all I want to see.
Wow, Toy
He's
Story
gonna
5
he's
will
gonna
go head to head with what
Yeah.
children spend a lot of time on today: electronic
man.
devices.
Toy
Sorry,
Story
John.
7 is gonna be about like a guy who's 35, and like John's be like, "Yeah, this is so me." Like I'm like,
I want to see. First of all,
Kids are watching
I want
Blinky.
I want to see an adult Andy who just got into Berserk, and he's now I'm kidding. I want to see an adult Andy that has his kids or kid, whatever, and he remembers his childhood. He opens up like a Look, can I fucking talk? He opens up his photo album and sees the pieces, not the pieces, sees the toys he had, and
He's about
those
to
memories
cry.
come back.
He's about to cry
And
talking about
he
it.
goes after them for the kids.
John,
Yeah,
you know
but
it's
see,
gonna be
but-
about Andy.
Idiot!
Andy
He
giving
gave
his-
those toys to Bonnie. Idiot!
He's
You
gonna give his
guys.
son. He's gonna give his kids an iPad
what was that fourth
to
spoon guy's
to,
name?
Well-
to shut it up.
Atticus
Listen.
said Blippy is the protagonist.
Oh man, I googled that dude. Hell, that would be creepy.
That's a man that watches the show from the beginning. I appreciate you, man. That was good. That was really good.
You
Okay.
guys are way off point because they're gonna replace Andy with Candy.
Oh
That'll be in
god.
the next Toy Story.
Or Andy becomes Candy.
Yeah,
Oh
probably.
my god,
No, he's been Candy the whole time. He just didn't realize.
that's funny. Hey Ken,
You just
that's
didn't
funny.
know.
Thank you, man. I did it.
Woody.
Ken's laughing over there. Like, hey. Okay.
Didn't Andy have a sister in one of the movies?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
What does that have to do with
Well,
anything?
What was
PCS?
what was Woody's girlfriend?
Bo Peep?
Bo Peep will be the new lead.
Well, if you listen to if you follow what, I hope they just can the last
It'd be
movie.
Andy's sister.
Okay. Moving on.
Molly.
These guys are not taking it seriously. PCS. Here's the the exclusive to the manhole cover, the life-size manhole cover with all the turtles. This is that exclusive part. They gave us a close-up PCS. It's the ooze. I don't know turtles. The canister opening with the liquid that turns them into the Ninja Turtles. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like they included the little turtles there. That's not bad. That's nice. But they're just giving us an update.
What is
You can
this?
just tell that Raph sucks, even from when.
Did I
he
not
was
just
active.
speak English?
I wasn't
It's
paying attention to you.
It's the
Is that-
liquid.
No, I know that.
wouldn't
No,
mind-
I mean the piece. Is a standalone?
No, this is a new piece I'm going to add it to my turtle tank that I have.
I'm gonna give you one strong slap across the face.
You can try.
I
I
thought
would
I
actually
thought this was a
opt out.
standalone.
I wouldn't
No,
even care for
this is
Toy
the
Story
exclusive.
5.
I thought the exclusive was just a tube, not broken, or the platinum or whatever.
Is it a standalone? Maybe I misinterpreted.
That's
I'm
what
not
I'm
in the
saying.
group.
Like they already announced what the
It originally
exclusive
was
for the
just a
thing.
tube.
It was just the
Oh.
tube. So is this?
So it's-
That's
yeah.
why I was asking. Thank you.
I don't know. Sorry,
Fucking
I don't know.
valid ass question.
Wow.
I don't know. That's the first time I'm stumped, and I can't even check because I'm not in the group.
I'll
So
go. I'll go.
Is this going to be life size 1-to-1 scale?
I'll go see.
I just assumed because
Early work sneak peek of PCS TMNT Origin, sculpted by the Kucherik brothers, coming soon.
so this is
So
completely
it sounds
separate.
like it's its own thing.
Yeah.
My apologies. It doesn't happen always. It doesn't happen ever. Really, misinformation on this show, but it happened tonight. So
Will they give you a tube of gack? You can
I just
pour
see.
your own?
Honestly, I get to the point. Not I give you the PCS news because that's what I do. I give the collectors the news. But when I see PCS, I'm just like, okay, it's just fine. But there's nothing out. You're showing me more, but there's nothing in hand, and it irritates me.
The platinum is going to be a piece of a rat. For
No, the platinum's in a piece of arugula, like you know.
a life size
Anyways.
rat tail.
Here's another render. Thank you. Another thing to add to the list. Thank you. Fuck. Here's Michelangelo.
Oh man.
Here's
I don't like
Michelangelo. I don't know
Where's
who's
Vision?
gonna like it.
Get
If
his
you like the
opinion on
turtles, but here he is. Some
I'm
people
just
say the
saying.
nunchucks there they weren't liking the design, but they say be rest assured it's gonna look good. Perfect. We'll give them the
If
benefit
they
of
were
the
to
doubt.
do a Pizza Planet movie, I think that would be better than Toy
Man, you're
Story
still on
5.
Toy Story, bro. This Johnny's definitely not.
This
here next week.
motherfucker's 10 minutes in the past.
Fuck, man. Today's a rough episode.
Do you guys remember Dude, Where's My Car?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hell
Dude, where's
yeah.
my collectible?
Dude.
That's what
Sorry,
I'm gonna say
man,
about
I
PCS.
thought-
Dude, where's my collectible?
Where's
I thought these were trash can lids.
Whatever, man. All right.
why is
Next,
that still in the render phase? I thought they were pumping those out pretty quick.
here's an update here. PCS family. Here we go. Just wanted to give a quick update. We are finally starting to get caught up after one of the employees had a personal thing, medical emergency. We will start to give you more updates both here and in our newsletter on what's shipping and other updates. We are currently putting the finishing touches on our new website that will keep this information up to date, as well as a lot more features like fixing how payment plans are displayed.
That'd be nice.
Accepting NRDs have definitely been working on that website. But main reason of this post is shipping update. The following collectibles will be beginning shipping to our international customers next week. International customers, okay. Jordan quarter scale, Fei Long and Blanca in 10th, Bison and Rolento in 10th, and Candyman in 1/3. I feel like I've seen Candyman how many years ago already? The following are on the ship to our U.S. warehouse and will beginning to ship to our U.S. customers in a few weeks. Same thing, Jordan, Bison, all of them. Except on this one, we're adding the Ryu and Dan in 1/10. We have a lot of collectibles finishing up final QC this month, like Myers, Ghostbusters, RoboCop, etc. Our head of production is at the factory this month, so we'll give some more updates in the coming weeks. Thanks for your support. I don't see Storm on that list. I don't see Devastator. Any updates? Devastator's supposed to be out in how many months? Around the corner. I don't know. I just foreshadow issues. Not to be negative and not to think, but it's. Again, we try to hold all companies to the same candle.
Well, other than Sideshow, kind of everyone's.
Is the head of production Ant?
Statues.
No, Ant's the CEO.
I know, but I thought he had like 6 jobs. I thought he had 6 different.
I don't know.
Like
I just
positions.
relayed the news.
I thought he meant he went in the hospital when they said that at the top. Because
no, not him. It was one of his workers.
he does all the positions, like everything, right?
Ro, what's going on? Great to see you, Ro. Hope you're doing well. Let's keep on tugging away. Long show tonight. XM Studios.
You don't have the other picture. Okay.
What picture?
He posted some Transformer shit.
Nope, don't have anything like that, unfortunately. And that is, I'm not in the group, so if I don't get it relayed to my group, I don't have. You have it? You have it?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Check your messages.
I still try. I try to be fair to give everybody the news, right, without bias. But I can only go so far if I don't have access to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, give me a second. Appreciate your patience, everyone. Yeah, definitely didn't see this. This was posted recently?
3 hours ago.
Oh, okay. That would explain it. What the
I saw
heck?
they announced the new Avatar.
What is this?
It's a great question.
Transformers.
Thinking it might be part of like one of their busts. Maybe there's a scene down there. I think there's supposed to be like a
Death of Optimus.
Omnicron bust. Maybe
Okay.
that's what I saw coming out, or Unicron. I see. I don't know if these are different. I don't know who Omnicron is. I know who Unicron is.
Okay.
And then it says hashtag Chris Cooksey. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's an artist. Oh yeah, it is an American artist. Does fine art of some kind. Oh shit, that's cool. So yeah, I guess maybe this specific artist is doing a piece for them.
Okay.
Doing this piece, whatever it is. So
Atticus saying Transformers fine art bus most likely. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's 2 fine art busts, and so get your wallets planned. Get your wallets ready
To
'cause
be
it's
released
gonna
in
come
2028.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I will say the
Probably
Star
early
Wars bus,
concept for
the
now.
Vader bus looks really good. Like the concept. Sorry, the concept.
the concept.
art.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Well, it's
concept
nice-
looks amazing.
It's nice to see the Kucherik brothers are working exclusively with them. That's a good accomplishment. That's gonna be cool. See what they bring to the table. Anybody else with PCS want to bring up any PCS info or news or speak to them?
They need to bring out that quarter scale cami. I'm waiting, PCA.
gee. Oh.
And you're calling me.
I don't
And
know.
put her
guys.
put her in the OG costume, not that Street Fighter 6 nonsense.
XM has a new website,
Finally.
so they're kind of turning a new leaf. Let's say from scratch. They're trying to, I don't know. Hopefully, they can pull some stuff from the behind and really try to have a good rest of the year and have a great 2025. Because everybody wants them to succeed. Nobody wants any company to fail. But I really wanted to thank you guys because this was cool to see on their site. They so Maestro is going to be going up for pre-order once again. You can pre-order version A and version B. Apparently, it's just they didn't make the full edition size, so they're not increasing the edition size. This is just the rest, second batch, let's say, if you want to say it. But what I really wanted to thank you guys was for this. I thought this was awesome. So shout out to XM for this. But we got mentioned because last year, if you remember, 2023, they won the best licensed quarter scale statue for the Maestro, and they actually mentioned our channel. So
Yeah, nice.
that was really cool to see, and I just wanted to extend the the thank you to everyone who participates on the panel and in the live chat, and everyone who participated specifically for the award ceremony, because I know, it was a lot. Everyone works and everyone has stuff in their life, but to take the little time on the Facebook to nominate and to vote with the polls, and then on the live show, I try my best to keep it as organized and simplified for you guys, so you don't have to do any work. So I just appreciate everyone that contributed to it. This is really awesome to see them do that.
I spoke to one of my guys over there. They're taking a step back until they can release a new slate of Spider-Man statues.
Okay.
All right,
again, thanks again, XM, and hopefully everything can turn around. I know this was a very rough year for them, but hopefully this is going to be a turning point, and we'll get some positivity from there. I think that Iron Man, once people start seeing that Iron Man, that goes up and they get it in hand. I think it's going to be positive for them, but they really have to hit the ground running at this point.
Yeah, with this website, new website also came their new membership tiers. I'm never making it higher than gold.
Damn.
Where did you see that? I didn't even see that.
I think
just so excited.
I have an account, so I think that's the way to see it. But like, you get different benefits like discounts and all of this stuff, and you get points and priority to XM events and stuff like that. Exclude early pre-order access, but you have to be in platinum or black for that, which are their highest tiers. And to be in platinum, you have to have 21 to 59 registered statues to qualify.
So start making some purchases.
So Dion's up in there. Congratulations, Dion, platinum member. And then for black, you have to have 60. At least 60 registered, and then it says like you have to have at least one quarter scale. You have to something in order to maintain those. You have to like order something at least like every week or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, lots of stuff.
Wow.
Lots of stuff. New membership tiers.
X-Men saying it's trash. It seems revamped a bit. I don't know.
What? No, this website is 100 times better than
the old
trash receptor they passed off as a website. Oh,
the first
God,
one.
it was so difficult.
It's night and day.
So difficult to navigate. So slow in loading.
Yeah.
This is. Oh my
How
God.
does the product page look like now?
It's go to the product page. It's a little nice. It loads so much faster. So I like that.
Much better.
Much better.
Much better. The only thing maybe they added it when I clicked on one of the statues, edition sizes were not being listed. I didn't see a place for ESs, and I went to a statue that had already been released. So maybe that's something they're still.
It'll never be added in.
It'll never be added. Yeah. It's okay. PCS doesn't update their ESs either, so.
Or how to get your coin.
I've had a lot of edition size issues in these things. That's what I've learned.
All right, let's keep on.
What's an ES anyway?
But shout out to XM for making the tweaks. They had an issue with the website. They got it fixed. But keep on tugging away. You got a lot of work to do to catch up now to some of the companies out there. They showed.
Jesus Christ!
They showed this.
I love how you want I love how Vega is looking for Spider-Man, but acts like he's not.
I ain't looking for shit right now. I'm gonna pause.
That succubus took it all, huh?
Oh God!
Took it all out.
Took it all out.
This tease was originally shown July July 17th, 2023. The one on the right was the tease. This is what, the Dawn of X, right?
Yeah, this is Professor X. Yeah, this is Dawn of X, Professor X. So this is the look he has on Krakoa.
Damn.
That's like a Cerebro, like a portable Cerebro that he wears majority of the time.
So we'll see. They're giving us a painted tease here. Not so dark. Well, it's still dark, but not like the typical A little bit of
It's
color.
better than what they
One
normally
little
see.
light.
It's better.
They have one little light on it.
I'm just trying to a little positivity. You know,
It's true.
It's better. It's in the
It's true.
it's in the right direction.
Right.
It would
Yeah.
be worse if it was in the opposite direction. It's going
Well, the
forward,
suit's
so-
mostly black anyway, so
Yeah,
unless they did a little, XMification to it.
but yeah, we'll see. We'll keep you guys posted with more. A lot of X-Men love between all these companies.
Who? X? Oh, okay. Just
I'm
making
still
sure.
waiting. I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for Batman. But
We
we're still
just talked
getting
about
Jesus.
two versions of a Batman. Come on now.
Collectors Club. Still the show to watch. Thank you, XM, for.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, it'll
This
be
is
here
still
for
my
life.
favorite.
Come on,
Oh, Prime One. I see the Queen of the Showcase.
Prime One. Let's talk business here.
All right.
A lot of stuff to talk about today. We were in Superman Hush hitting the market, and yeah, I know everyone's just. I know it's tiring. We've been talking about it. Shows, endless shows, consistently talk about. Well, you guys share your thoughts. Edition size 750, $9.99. Officially low stock as of yesterday evening.
Damn.
This thing's flying.
I think I'm gonna get 3.
What are your thoughts? This is the
It
bonus
doesn't
portrait.
say I have a limit. Right?
Bonus portrait. You get the 3 bust stands, 4 portraits total with the bonus, and there you have it, the full reveal in all its glory. New cape, cross hatching on the suit, the more comic style portrait here. The base is redesigned. Again, the headstands you get. $9.99. I don't know. I think this was a good move from them and a step in the right direction, giving us the edition size right off the bat, and giving us the edition size right off the bat, and this is a positive. I look at this as a positive. Some will say this is. We'll get into it a little bit. I put up some polls in the community, but I think this was a positive in the right direction. People asked for this. People have been asking for this quarter scale Superman Hush, and you could say they listened. Some will say it's a cash grab. It could be a cash grab, but it was asked for. So, what do you guys think?
Too long to wait for it for me, man.
Sorry, what did you say, Ken?
Too long to wait. Like, this is a great piece, and I was definitely interested in it, but seeing it come out in February of 2026, which is probably when it would hit.
Wow.
Just too far out, man.
Oh, the wait. I agree with you. Yeah,
It's
I agree
just
with
too
you.
far out. It loses its luster when you got to wait that long.
Yeah, you are completely right. Because it was already a long wait from the next level showcase where this was teased to now.
Yes.
Let alone now. This should have been prepped 6 to 8 months to go out.
I agree.
Yeah. I do think a lot of people did jump on this though because they had that time. I heard a lot of people saying, "Oh, I just pick it up and it's like $40 a month." But I do agree with you. It's like, how many pieces are we going to get teased in between this time that we're going to be like, "Hey, I'd rather have this instead of this piece."
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
I'll say this real quick about it. I had the 1/3 for a while. I think the paint on this looks better than on the 1/3. And I think it was a really, really smart decision for them to add in that new head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
It almost sells me on this piece. And I don't even want a Jim Lee Superman. So a couple other things too, this piece, like the colors pop more on the quarter scale versus the third, from the pictures at least that we've seen. I love the cross hatching. It works really well when Prime 1 does it on the comic book pieces. And because they also do it on the Hush Batman. It looks really good. And I really like the simplification of the base. I know a lot of people love that big base on the third. I thought it was cool in pictures. When I had it, I just never liked it. The angels get in the way of everything. Stuff can knock into them, knock the wings off. It was just too big, too wide. I like the simplified base personally. it lets you focus more on him, and the gray of it lets the colors pop really well. So that's it. And I wasn't really for this piece in the beginning because just doing another of the same thing. So
okay. A couple of comments here. I'm going to start with Jeff's comment here. Is it fair to the owners of the 1/3 scale that those who pre-order the quarter scale get an extra portrait? So that's a great question. I put up a few polls on Facebook, our group, the Everyday Collector group, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as in the actual Prime 1 group, and the poll indicates for all the collectors who collect the 1/3 version, would you like to support this in 1/3, just the portrait to be done in 1/3? And it hasn't been turned down. So and everyone who owns the piece, go ahead and vote. In regards to it being fair, it's an iffy line, because I think they put out the original 1/3, listen to feedback from collectors, because something that really stuck out when they released it was a lot of the collectors said, the portraits aren't necessarily that comic accurate. They want a portrait to the comic, and now they picked up from that, and now they're offering it with a quarter. So that's why I kind of had requested, hey, can you just do a bust of this in 1/3, like they did with the Heath Ledger Joker, the Detective 1000, so forth, just the chest and the portrait, because the even the bust stands are nice to have that the 1/3 didn't have. I have mine in a drawer. So they definitely tweaked a couple things to make it different from the 1/3. But yeah, that's a portrait that's really nice to have. But I wouldn't consider this a reissue. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people would. I wouldn't whatsoever.
I respect Prime 1, man. They're a company who values your money in their pockets.
Yeah.
So I'll say this about this piece too. I ordered the Sideshow Superman, the one where he's flying up and right out the shot. Yeah, it's a good piece. So I'm looking at it right now because I haven't looked at it for a long time. Even when I started looking at this piece, and I liked it, but the timeline's thrown way off for me. I got to tell you, and I'm probably the minority in this opinion, but if I compare the two pieces side by side, I still personally like the Sideshow piece better. Just more dynamic, a lot more to look at, and it's the cape. Remember how the cape was just flowing real well? Just a lot to look at. I think two pieces side by side. And Sideshow is going to come in way faster than this piece. It could have shipped at the end of this year compared to this. And it was announced, I think, after Prime 1 had hinted to this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sideshow. But yeah, this piece is great.
This is more visually interesting.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
Somebody who doesn't know anything about statues would walk in and probably look at this in a lot longer than the other one.
I think Prime 1's biggest issue are their shipping prices and their timetables. Like,
yeah,
they revealed that quarter scale over a year ago.
Yep, that was my point. Yep.
And then they didn't release it until just now, and it's going to be, you said what, 2026?
Yeah,
end of 20. Let me share this here.
But they're never on time either. So
yeah, November of 25.
So middle of 2026.
Right. Gave you a range.
Realistically, like if we say realistically compared to how, like those of us who bought Prime 1, let's just talk real numbers here. If they said November of 2025, what is that actually? March of 26.
It's going to depend. Griffith is an example. Not Griffith. The Berserk line was an example of the legacy line of them producing pieces 6 to 7 months early. It was ready.
Hopefully they do that.
No guarantee that they will, but again, the long wait, 100%. I don't want to. I personally wouldn't go and say, well, I'm going to expect it mid 2026 because we'll face that when we get to it. That's not something that could happen. That's just speculating. the long wait time from last showcase to now to what we're waiting for, this should have been ready to go. I completely agree with you guys on that. Completely agree.
Wow, this like they're gauging more than a year out for this to get made.
Yeah.
Well, they knew what they had. They knew this was going to be money in their pocket. But I hope this is a pivoting point for them. They did some business practices here that I think are important to take note of. The shipping is quoted fairly low for this. Let's hope it sticks around that mark.
I have a feeling it will. The base is pretty small, and
It's
the
one box.
statue is like just standing straight up.
Yeah.
You know, it's very possible. You know, probably won't be too crazy on shipping unless you decide to go in balls deep. But like, you never know.
Yeah, I think that this was. I personally, I own the 1/3. Have no problem with this release. I don't. Yeah. A lot
Is there
of people,
anyone with like a statue on their wish list that only came out with 1/3 that they want to see in quarter? That we'd want to. What statue did they like release that you want to see come out? I'm trying to think. I think I'd want like they should redo the punchline in quarter. If they release that like soon, I'd probably like, and I'm on a payment plan for the 1/3. I'd cancel that. I get the quarter with the. I should also add new portraits or something.
you have to do a complete. You have to tweak it though.
No need. Just like just give us a new portrait with it, and I'd be fine with that.
But didn't you pick up the 3rd?
I did, but like if they do it soon enough, I can cancel the 1/3.
Cancel it.
Yeah, and I get the quarter.
They got to make it different enough though, or else that's gonna be considered well, how I look at it, at least it'll be considered a.
No, I would consider it a reissue too, but it would make me happy.
But even in a different scale quarter, I don't hold it to the same candle. I don't hold the candle the same way I would if it was the same scale.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know. There's a lot with this. A lot of back and forth with this Hush Superman. People going here, there, and some people upset, some people not. I remember, when this was first shown, the 3rd scale is going to plummet. The 3rd scale is going to be where it's at because the 3rd scale is the 3rd scale, and the quarter scale is the quarter scale. It's just completely different ball game. This
also,
is just.
I was being facetious about the punchline stuff.
Okay. Fad, what's going on, Fad?
Congratulations to everybody who's ordered this. I hope it turns out really, really good. It looks good. The pictures.
What do you think, Buck?
About like this? I think it looks good. It looks good.
No, about this whole release of the
releasing. I think it's the same statue with a few changes, but it's the same thing in essence. I think they want to do a Hush Superman in quarter scale. There's a lot of like iconic poses. They could have taken from the book. They could have taken a few more scenes, just redone the sculpt. Or in fact, they put him in a different pose and they reuse the old sculpt. Like they tend to reuse portraits even on a lot of Batman statues. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have minded much, No, I'm sorry, I wouldn't even much. I wouldn't have minded at all if it was a different pose, different base, different scene. But it's clearly like the essence of the statue remains the same, and then there's like little tweaks. I don't think it's moral, but I think we've gotten past that stage of the conversation. A lot of people don't give a shit. Now we're at the in that aspect. Now we're at the point where some people are piffed that they can't get the cool new portrait that this one comes with, that are 1/3 collectors. And quarter scale collectors are excited to get their hands on Hush in quarter scale. Personally, I don't think any company should be remaking old statues at all. I don't think it's moral. But morality aside, the statue looks good. The paint job is definitely updated. Back in the day, they used to do very pallid skin tones. They were not too great. The shading is improved. You see a lot of purple hues and the blue for shading the underside of that. And then like even the way they're shading the yellows, the reds, it's much better. The skin tone in his for his face much better than the original. So Prime 1 has come a long way when it comes to their paint jobs. So I appreciate that. Yeah.
Anyone else? Alrighty, let's keep on tugging along. We did the live stream when this went live at 2 a.m. I think it was on Thursday, or was it Thursday? No, Wednesday. One of those days. Had a good time. A lot of people excited. That's always good news. Stanley saying reissues in different scales are okay. Let's take a look what people had to say. I asked the community what they had to say, what their thoughts on it. Congrats to whoever picked it up. There was clearly a demand for it. But I did ask the community. I'll put this up in the description afterwards. Just asking for... sorry, which one was this? Okay. This was the reissue one. So I put up one in the Everyday Collector group as well as the Prime one. Do you guys think it's a reissue? 133 votes, 66% of people say no, the quarter scale is not a reissue. 34% saying they would consider this a reissue, despite all the changes that were made. In the other group, 55% saying no, this is not a reissue, and then yes, despite the changes, 45% people saying. So there are more people saying.
I wonder if it matters to people that Prime 1 considers it a reissue or a re-release. That's what they said when they first announced it, when the guy was putting it up.
Now, when they first announced it, the very, very first time.
Yeah, I think it was Akasan that said it, or was it the other black cat?
Well, if it was the very, very first time, if you remember when they teased it with the original cape, original base. Everything was the same as 1/3. Now with the quarter, they tweaked the base, they tweaked the cape, they added the cross hatching, they made all the tweaks, the headstands, everything. At that point, for me, that takes away the reissue aspect of it. And it's one thing if Prime 1 just came out of the corner and brought this Superman Hush. This has been asked for. People have been clamoring for Hush in quarter. So they're bringing you to it.
I think probably for you then the main thing that makes a difference is probably the different scales, right?
Well, no, it's not just the different scales. It's
those changes they made.
The changes as well. It's everything all together. It's
I'll
everything all
ask
together.
you- Yeah.
There's too much of a percentage of the original statue still there.
Yeah, I'm thinking
if you
like, how
overlay
did you-
the two statues, which I did this because I was curious. I shrunk it and just kind of overlaid the two images. It's like the same shit. Some minor changes, but maybe reissue. Maybe that's not the best word. I know there were a lot of words being thrown around of how people were labeling this. But it's something.
Huge change though, and the fact that base looks so different. I mean, the sculpt is the same. A couple of different portraits, but the base being different, I think, changes the scope of the statue. I mean, if it was the large base and everything was pretty much the same, I could see that.
Doesn't have the ivy.
You see, and that's the thing. I'm sorry, John. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. It's a running theme tonight. No, I'm kidding. Go. What were you gonna say? I've been talking too much.
I lost it. It was some wording. Whatever Ken said. Like to me, not enough was changed. There was not enough of a change at all for me.
If you look just at the statue alone, the Superman itself, I would agree with you. But there's more to that statue. The base on the 1/3 makes up a huge part of it, versus the one in quarter scale. So the base is massive in that 1/3 piece. So massive that it turned me away from it at first, just trying to display it. So I think if they would have did the same thing with 1/4, it probably would have been a big turnoff for a lot of people too. The displayability and actually the overall scope of it looks different to me. And that was someone considering both of them. So when I look at if Sideshow would have come out with the one that I already purchased, I would probably be still on top of this one. But I don't see it as being the same, similar, I know the statue's the same, but the base to me, because it's such a big part of the 1/3, tells me this isn't a reissue.
How do you feel
The
about
vine work, the vine work on the base is another example. Ivy's vine was crawling up the pillar and the back of the base. It's
different enough for you. I would say with the Sideshow Captain Rex, it's not different enough.
I don't think it is, no.
Even though they have all those like battle damage,
not the problem with the Sideshow. No, the problem with the Sideshow Captain Rex is the Sideshow Captain Rex is being pre-ordered.
I know that has a separate issue too. I just mean like if you look at both of them, they look separate enough in terms of as a statue.
No, because it seems like it's a paint application that's been changed in the helmet. The base is still the same.
I think for sculptural things, right?
I think for hardcore Star Wars fans, they'll make the argument that is very different. But I think just looking at it is the same thing.
No, don't get me wrong. I agree with that stance. I'm just saying if we look at the Hush Superman, I'm saying when I look at both, it's the same kind of approach is taken. The helmet is kind of is different between the two. So this one has a new portrait, then the paint job updated, but this all those hash marks you're talking about on the Superman, this one has no battle damage at all, no weathering at all on the suit. There's no burn or scorch marks on the armor. I'm trying to understand because to me, if I was to look at both situations, I think the main difference is the modifications in the base and then the scale difference. How
about the cape?
That would be the differences. The cape, I forgot about that. The cape as well. So the cape, the scale difference, and the base modification.
But the base is just the bigger base turned around and slightly modified. It's slightly modified.
The vine work.
I think it's like a spectrum. It's a continuum.
You can go back and forth. Of course,
it depends on it just depends on the person, what degree of change has happened, if it's sufficient for you or not. I think that's what it is. And pretty much at this point, we're just talking about does it matter to me? Does it matter to you? Does it matter? And once we've established, okay, it matters to this person, doesn't matter to this person. I think that's all there is to be said about it,
Yeah, there's no impact beyond that.
But I just wanted to get it out there.
Almost sold out anyway.
Just to see what the community was saying, so you guys can there. But more importantly, I put this out there for the more comic accurate portrait. I just put out a poll, and I'll put link the poll in the description for everyone who's tuning in afterwards and everyone who's in the live chat. But on the Prime 1 site, just to gauge interest as to if you own the 1/3, would you be interested in them making a bust of this as an addition to the 1/3? Not to say that 1/3 collectors are obligated to this or that we need to have this or it wouldn't be fair. I don't believe that. I'm just saying to gauge interest, if there's enough customer base where Prime 1 can see value in producing it, this would be great to have. We are talking a 6-year gap, right? And I really just don't think that this quarter scale takes anything away from the 3rd. I know that was what a lot of the collectors, why there was a lot of hate towards this in the beginning, was, well, they're reissuing this and this is gonna, just devalue my 1/3 and this and that. I don't know. I don't see that happening. But a majority of people, 64 votes, 82% saying that they like the 3rd scale portrait and bust. 77% 34 votes on this one. 77% saying they would like one as well. So there is people to support it. Of course, this goes back to what Ken was saying. Not Ken, sorry, Crippler had mentioned earlier was will people fork over the money and support it if it does come to fruition. But just to get an idea. Atticus saying, did they update the skin tone? Yeah, I think they went over and tweaked. Did a 6 years later. I would hope that they would do a full revamp on the paint and the skin tone. But congrats to everyone who got it. A lot of FOMO surrounding this piece.
I think they'll make that. I think they'll make that head sculpt in 1/3.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
And I'm not saying like it'll just be a bust. I think they'll make it to key in. Switch out.
The question I was expecting Buck to ask, not to go back to the reissue, and this would have been a good question that I need to sit back and think is, if they were now to take this quarter scale revamped Hush and make it in 1/3, is that a reissue? That's the golden question.
I mean, I already think it's a reissue. So, like, asking that would be like splitting hairs again. Like,
we don't have to.
Yeah,
I'm just because I read comments in the groups mentioning that make it revisited in 1/3, the whole Superman.
I think the thing is, you're always gonna get some people are happy because they get. I think the people that are happy, a lot of people that are happy is because they get the chance to get something, right? That they wanted and they can get it in the scale they want. Like, obviously, those people are happy. People that feel like they were getting something, they were promised a limited edition product, they're unhappy, right? They just like me. I don't really necessarily care about. I think it's the idea that it was marketed as limited, and I also think it's a reissue. So you have to think it's a reissue like me to think it's immoral, and it's because I do think it's a reissue that I think it's immoral for them to make it.
Correct. And I would expect you to have the same sentiment, let's say, for a piece like the Wolverine versus Hulk that Sideshow put forward. Same sentiment there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Superman Hush. Hey, people wanted it in quarter. They gave you what you wanted. Congratulations. I hope it's what everyone wants, what everyone is hoping for, because it looks great.
Quick question: is the fact that people want something enough of a reason to do it? Everything else be damned?
No, most definitely not.
Yeah, because I feel like if we're throwing that out as a justification, it's like
no, that's not just the justification whatsoever. But it's not a justification, but I think it's more of a positive point. It's a positive attribute, I would say, as opposed to them just coming out and saying, "Hey, they could have come out with a Superman Hush a long time ago. It was always been a moneymaker." But I think there was enough clamoring behind it that they're looking to support the idea. But is that enough to people just go ahead and say, "I want everything"? Are you going to redo everything? I want this exact statue the way it is. Should you redo it? No. You as a business need to evaluate your goals and your customer service promise to collectors. Well, you know what I'm saying. But no, that's not the only thing. But it is a positive. I think it is a positive that there was some sort of listening to collectors.
I think Juan would have had a better take.
Juan? No. I think there's just too many. I just think that there's too much. There's too much. I feel. I don't know. I feel on the spectrum we just gotta kind of be fair and hold these companies accountable fairly, at least. That's what I try to do. But again, congrats to everybody who picked one up. And same with Sideshow. The good thing here is you have options. If Superman Hush isn't for you, you got the Sideshow option, like Ken was mentioning, which is promising as well. Well, someone's hungry. Phoenix, Kennedy, Marginal, Angel, and Leo won the, guessing the retail price. We had over 100 contributions to this, and they got it on the actual, hit the nail on the head with the actual retail price. So, congrats, guys. Good job. Statue price is right. Lastly, with J&D. Oh man, today is rough. J&D gave us a tease. Looks like they're diving deep into Lord of the Rings, 3rd scale Aragorn. My God, Aragorn. November 2024, 3rd scale Gandalf is coming, and they're going to be doing the 4 Hobbits as well. So 2025, 2024, 2025.
I wonder how much the Hobbits would be.
Yeah, that's coming from James. Probably 2 for 1.
No, honestly, I wonder how they'll price those.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on there. I got a slew. So yeah, that's great news from J&D for the Lord of the Rings fans. You got Prime 1 doing it, J&D now dabbling. We saw, what was her name, Arwen. They made the tweaks there, looking good. So that's it. That was pretty much it for news. I'm gonna save. I think I'm gonna save the community section for next week. We went a little bit over, so we're gonna leave it for next week. So let's get into just some stuff about that went on with the channel. I did the unboxing with Slifer for his XR Coon statue, which was great. That was a fun unboxing. So shout out to him. Check out the unboxing if you didn't watch it already. That was a fun one. This one here is some fun news as well. StatueCon 2025, August 7th to the 10th. So Marcos has put out his date. Get prepared. Lots of notice. 7th to the 10th, StatueCon. Hopefully it'll be double the fun.
Jerry, you gonna go?
I'm gonna try to.
What's nice is after I think he was trying to stay away from the
SDCC.
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con. Yeah,
he wants to do it afterwards. Yeah.
So there's also the benefits of post Sideshow Con as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got literally a whole year.
Oh yeah. 365 days to prepare.
I think I'll go to that one. Not that anybody asked, but
no, D-Rock, I absolutely care if you're going.
It's too early to ask. Everybody on the panel is going to say, I'm going. 2 weeks.
It's too late, Vega. You missed your chance.
Juan ain't going to say shit.
It's too late to apologize.
On that side of the damn border.
It's me, Evan. Hit 600 subscribers. Huge congrats to you, man. Check out the channel. Check out the channel. Evan's a great guy.
Way to go.
Cold Hard Truth. We did this yesterday, myself and Jarhead. Check this out as well on the channel. Went in depth with some of the companies. Some collectors sharing some poor experiences and some great experiences. So if you haven't watched it yet, I will link it in the description. You can give it a watch. Again, stay on top of the information that we provide in these shows, because then it'll help you make your purchases a more educated decision when making your purchases. With some of the retailers.
Yeah. Where did Juan get a horse?
We will Collectors Lounge. Hopefully, we'll do one this weekend. I will keep you guys updated. Just to hang out backstage, bunch of friends hanging out. So
Juan couldn't find a moose picture.
I really wanted to get into that Prime 1 Superman. I just do not have the energy, man. I really wanted to just
the hush.
Yeah, there's so much.
Do they have moose in Puerto Rico?
Dude, I don't even have the energy. I'm tired.
I don't have the energy. It's been a wild week, and yeah, we've been talking about it so much. I might do a video myself, but yeah,
I think I've also come to the conclusion when it comes to morality, if enough, like it's a matter of public opinion, and what public sentiment lies, like basically the Overton window. If enough people think it's fine, doesn't matter what the framework is you're judging things on, then it's fine. Because there's not enough outrage to like go.
I love you like a brother, but I will call you out because when it was Sideshow, I feel like you didn't hold them to the same standard.
What I say with Sideshow
with that Batman release.
Did you hear me when I said I think it's the same thing? I need to examine my thoughts and opinion. Why I didn't feel like it was the same, and then like it probably is wrong for me. I literally said that. And I said it's scummy when we mentioned the Rex.
Fair, okay, fair.
And the main thing with the Batman for me was that you have the ability to make a choice right now. Because both are still in pre-order. Yeah. That's why it mostly feels really different for me. Like,
but don't you think that's worse? Because I almost think that's worse. Not to go, God, we're hitting 3 hours, but I guess we can end. I think that's almost worse, just because you've put up the pre-order, you've put up the edition size to get people starting to think that FOMO, oh, maybe I do want this Batman. You've put up the other portrait to entice people to purchase this. But at that point, which they knew this black variant was going to come up, they knew, I could guarantee you that they knew that Batman was going to come up. Because that's not stuff that's approved from the length of time that Batman was pre-ordered to this one. So they knew, but there was no mention of it. Now, if they had said, we're putting up for pre-order, okay. And then they tweaked the head sculpt, but not only did we tweak the head sculpt, we're also showing you the black variant. Perfect.
Yeah. I hear you, John, and then I think, like
I just feel like we gotta hold all the companies.
I hear you. We hold them accountable, but I think it's different enough. And the difference that I saw was like, and I still don't think it's good, because I said the ideal situation is they release them at the same time. But like the fact that I just want you to not be at a point of no return, and then you're seeing like the carpet's being pulled out from under you. I remember I also said, if you don't like the fact that they're doing this, you can also, at least you're at a position where you can say, I'm not even going to buy it at all. Screw the company. Yeah. I'm going to just cancel, and I'm not going to buy either one. I said that's even an option for the consumer. I just like the fact that you're at a point where you can still make an informed choice. It's still not too late. Whereas with Slifer's situation, where the retailer isn't going to give him his money back because he didn't buy from Sideshow. That sucks. That's bullshit, right? And I think the retailers should complain to Sideshow. Say, Sideshow, this is your fault. You're costing me money because like you can't get your release schedule straight, right? But the fact, if you're at a position here where both are still in pre-order, I'm a bit more lenient on them releasing variants after the fact. But I still don't think it's right. The ideal situation, everything comes out at the right time.
Ideally. We'll see. Let's just nip it in the bud early, because it's still early for them. Well, Stanley Season 1 needs coffee. If you only knew, man. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to the channel members. Paul, Brian, Beast, our guy Ken, Bats in the Belfry, Boba Bill, Random Korean, and our newest member, Aspen. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. The channel members list is growing. Really appreciate everyone who's contributing. If you guys want to join the members, I'll link the group give you the link in the description. But stay tuned over the next week or so. I'm going to be doing some updates to the membership perks because I feel like that needs a revamp. I want to provide something special to you guys. So whether it be content and so forth, I have a few ideas, and I'll be revealing them over the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. But I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot.
Everyday OnlyFans.
Nothing like that. Like if we do giveaways, which I'm planning to do, I think members will get
exclusive feed pics.
Learn Spanish with Juan.
2 ballots. Hey, here's Aspen. What's going on? Aspen says, just here in time to see my name. Good morning from Belgium. Welcome, Aspen.
Wow. I love your waffles.
I like that picture. Hashtag Michael Turner.
Yeah. Random saying, thanks for the live, guys. Love the Friday Fun Day streams. Happy birthday to Buck again. To Buck, to John, and to Norman. You guys rock. Any final words? Bill, thank you for being here and unboxing. All right, while we leave, we get an influx of viewers. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're just about to wrap up. Bill, thanks for unboxing Red Sonja. She was beautiful.
Absolutely appreciate it, man.
Thanks for being here, man. Ken, always great to have you on as well.
Thank you, sir.
Jerry.
Thank you.
Good to see you. Johnny.
I woke up.
Johnny woke up. I thought I heard snoring at some point. Thanks for being here, Johnny. Good to see you, man.
Yep, for sure.
D-Rock, great to have you on. And hope you have a great weekend. And Buck, you as well. And Vega, thanks for making it, man. Good to see you. Thanks for all the updates you put up as well. Helps out big time.
No problem. Thank you.
And Ice, same to you. Hope you have a safe trip with the little one tomorrow.
Appreciate it, bro.
Oh my god.
Viva la Puerto Rico!
Wow. Everyone who's watching live. Everyone who's going to watch the replay, all the best, guys. Stay tuned to the channel. Lots of good things coming. Going to be revamping some things. And be happy, buy what you love, and collect responsibly. Always share your opinions, but always remember, don't fall for the FOMO. Collect responsibly. All the best. We will catch you on Monday for Chatter That Matters. Take care.